All
How
right.
you feeling, German?
Um, uh, Better, tired. I might. I guess I might have allergies. Like I told you, I might listen to develop allergies. I guess or something.
Yeah, I think it might also be the heat, dude, because as soon as I got out of the heat, I felt way better.
Mhm.
So it may be
Except
like
I did check
allergies and
the.
heat and shit.
I did check the what do you call that thing? Pollen. Database or whatever you want to call it. And
Uh-huh.
it said it's been pretty high. I guess it's gonna get higher tomorrow. So
Okay. Yeah, it's a mix of a lot of things.
yeah.
For sure. Well, that's good to hear. Chris, how are you feeling?
Good.
Hmm.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
German
Finally
ready
got
for
to
bed
have some
already?
sushi, which was fantastic.
I was gonna
Oh, that's
say.
right.
I don't know if
Dude,
listeners know.
yeah, we didn't fucking take any pictures. We should have for the sushi corner at least.
Oh
We were
yeah.
eating. We were too busy eating.
Yeah, I was too busy dying, like trying to keep my
So.
stomach from bursting.
And trying to figure out R is for root beer, even though it's
Oh
L and
my
it was Diet
god.
Coke.
That was funny as hell, dude. That was the
Jesus.
funniest fucking. Um, yeah. Also, since there's no pictures, for anyone who was wondering who hasn't seen Chris stream yet, Chris, I made a joke when we were leaving, and I said that you look like the discount Jack Black.
Yeah.
That's what you look like. So if you guys want to know what Chris looks like, if you haven't seen his stream, look up Jack Black, current Jack Black, not old, not younger, which is older Jack Black from our
Yeah.
timeline. It
Or
looks like him.
or Gimli without a mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
that's what Chris looks
But
like. Height and all, same height.
Oh, have to toast me.
You have to toss me. Yeah. Don't tell the elf. But yeah, we went to go see Chris over the weekend. So that's I mean, you guys won't even notice. Or wait, no, yes. Patrons will notice that the episode hasn't come out yet, so we were a little bit late right now with our recording. But yeah, we had life kind of got in the way, but also we wanted to go see Chris and stuff, and we watched a movie for our upcoming review for patrons also as well on our bonus podcast, Best of the Worst. Tune in. It was Kindergarten Cop 2, and boy was that a movie
It
that
was something.
exists. Yeah, yeah, we all watched it together, and man, well, you just have to stay tuned to that one to hear our thoughts, because we were all kind of like talking through the movie, but I want to hear like people's thoughts, like even though
Yeah.
we were there together. And also, I'm sure the people want to hear what the hell that movie was about. I'm sure people are at the edge of their seats wanting to know what that movie was all about.
Yeah, they're
Um,
interested to know. I mean, jeez.
they're dying to know. It's the number
Yeah.
one thing on their mind. No one was thinking about Switch 2. People were like, what about Kindergarten Cop 2? That's the only two I want to know about.
Exactly.
But yeah, me too. I've been kind of feeling not under the weather, but like I said, it feels like I'm sick, but not. I feel like it's pollen and other allergies and the sun just kind of like beating me down. So it's gonna be nice. I'm actually going on a not a mini, well, I guess mini vacation to go see our nephew graduate and stuff from college. So I'm gonna go do that over the weekend and visit a micro center for Father's Day.
Oh yeah.
Lucky.
I guess that
I
works
know.
out. So I thought you were joking. You are gonna go do that, huh?
The micro center? Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking hell yeah. Like I may or may not buy something. I don't know. But I just haven't been in a real computer store since like a fully stocked computer store since maybe college, when there was a Fry's down in Southern California. Because there is a Fry's in Sacramento. Actually, I don't even know if that's open anymore. Do you know, Chris? You live closer.
I have no idea. I would imagine it's closed by now.
Yeah, because we went. We've gone twice, and both times it was so barren. It was like,
Yeah.
what is this place anymore?
Like Circus City of old.
I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
man. I mean, I remember when I was super younger. Circus City was like godly. It was better than the Best Buy. It was like, holy crap, they have all
I don't
kinds
even
of
think
cool
Best Buy
shit.
was around yet. Were they?
I wouldn't know. I off the top of my head, but yeah. Then like I became an adult, young adult with money, and I went to Circus City. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like,
Yeah.
nothing here. It sucks.
They're like, do you want to sign up for Sprint? Like, what the fuck? You guys sell phone service here? Why? That's what happened to Radio Shack too.
Yeah. Radio Shack. Yeah.
They had like Cricket, like Cricket employees there, like at the entrance of the Radio Shack in Tahoe, just trying to sell you fucking cell phone service. I was like, ugh, this is sad. Yeah. But
Yeah, Radio Shack, that's another one.
yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to go to like an actual computer store and just see like just the shelves full of unpurchased 5000 series Nvidia cards. Cause yeah, that's had a rough launch, those graphics cards. And AMD is kind of pulling the same shit, but they're also, I don't know, they're consumer friendly and yet at the same time doing really dumb shit. Just classic AMD Nvidia bullshit. But
Yeah.
what else you guys do this week and a half?
Let's see. So we went to visit Chris. We saw a movie. I've been playing some Metal Gear.
We ate a shit ton of sushi that almost killed me because I ordered a little too much. You want to tell the waitress story?
Oh, the waitress story? Sure. So we were, first of all, so I get a Coke. My sister gets a Coke.
The reason we got sushi is because Chris hasn't had sushi since when?
Like pre-COVID, I think.
Holy shit.
And we weren't counting. What did you say? Gas station, 7-Eleven sushi? Or Safeway?
No, Safeway, yeah.
Safe.
I don't trust gas station.
Yeah, the gas station.
Yeah, don't.
Like I said, I'll give them some credit for the Safeway stuff because I've seen them make it. It's fresh. It's pretty. I've seen them make it. But as far as like sit down and eat kind of sushi, he hasn't had any in a while. But so the whole journey was just funny as hell because we're sitting there and two of us get Coke, one of us got root beer, right? Mm-hmm. And I started drinking my soda and it clearly tasted like fucking diet, but I didn't say shit, I was like, whatever, I'll just drink it. And then my sister, I get a refill and I'm like, okay, now it tastes like fucking Coke. And my sister goes, was yours diet? I'm like the first one? I'm like, yeah, why? She goes, mine was diet too. So we started laughing. We're like, okay, this lady clearly messed up or something like that, right? So then Chris gets a refill for root beer. And the lady comes over and she was two soda because I got another refill. The lady comes over and she hands me a soda and she goes, no, this one's yours. She goes, because root beer's on my right hand. Because R starts, root beer starts with an R. We're like, oh, okay, sure, cool, whatever.
Thanks for that insight.
and Chris takes a sip, and instantly he says, he said diet, but I thought he said like nice or something like that, So I didn't pay attention to him. So I'm drinking my soda, and then he says, is yours Coke? I'm like, yeah, why? And I'm like, because mine's diet. I'm like, wait, what? He goes, yeah, she gave me diet. I'm like, bullshit. He goes, no, I swear to God, she gave me diet. I take my straw and I dip it in. Sure enough, it's fucking diet. So straight up, just fucked that up completely. It was just kind of funny because she literally said, no, R is for root beer. R is in the right hand. Here's your soda, sir. And Chris was just sad because he didn't get a second refill of root beer.
Yeah, Chris was just like, I didn't want root beer anyways.
Yeah.
There was a couple of things that happened too. I don't recall. Oh, well, one of the things that made me laugh, we didn't talk about that when I said, I was like, I'll get an order of chicken skewers. She's like, oh, they're not my favorite. And I was like, oh, I'm like, that's okay though. I'll still take them, I'll still take an order.
She said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she goes,
so she didn't recommend them. Yeah.
Yeah. And she goes, they're very, they're a little dry. They're not, like I said, yeah, I don't think they're that good or something like that. And I was like, okay. And I'm like, thank you. I have been here before and I do like them. So I will take an order. So she's like, oh, okay, sure. I get it. She was trying to be nice, but it came out very iffy.
And didn't she also say something about I also don't care for chicken? Which if you don't like chicken, of course you're not going to like it.
Yeah.
Duh.
yeah. And she said it was dry and tough. And I was like, I'll still take it, thank you.
Which it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. So and then literally that same order, my sister ordered some too, and we're like, no, it wasn't tough at all. It wasn't dry. It was fine. It was chicken katsu or skewers, and then the second, third round, whatever. You were like, can I get some chicken as well? So I just think it's funny. Imagine him saying oh, I don't think this is very good, and someone's like, it's delicious. And you're like, well, shit. Now I gotta fucking sit here and I think you feel a little silly for she was trying to be nice. But it came off very, like I said, not unprofessional, but you know what I'm saying? Be like, oh, okay, yeah, give it a shot. And then you could say, if I had asked, how's your chicken? I don't really like it.
For recommendations or something,
yes, that's different. But I did, and I said, I'll take an order of chicken constant. She's like, I don't really like it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I do though, because I've had it,
It's almost worse than the obviously non-genuine, oh, excellent choice, sir. That's, blah, blah. Don't fucking patronize me, man. I chose that shit. Don't tell me it's excellent.
Yeah.
But yeah, her just dogging on the food that on the restaurant that she works.
Exactly. Again, had I said, hey man, how's that chicken, man? She's like, I'm not a big fan of it, but hey, give it a shot, see what you guys think. And then if it would have been like, what'd you guys think? Ah, man, I didn't really care for it. Yeah, I personally, I think it's a little tough or it's a little dry. That's different. But yeah, just to cut someone off like that. Again, when I've made sushi and people ask me, hey, how's your mackerel? How's your surf clam? How's your, your scallops? I say, I personally, I'm not a big fan of mackerel. People like it though; it's very good. But me as a person, I don't like it. And I was like, try
as a
things.
human. No,
as a human being, I don't eat it. That I am clearly, wink, wink. No,
but
you. I always tell them like, I'm not a big fan of mackerel, but if you're into mackerel, I'm pretty sure you'll like it because it's popular. And they go, okay, give me a slice, and sure enough, they'll eat a bunch of it. Now, if it's someone trying it for their first time, they say, hey man, do you like mackerel? I'm like, nope, it's not my fish. It's nah, I don't care for it.
Not my fish.
Not my fish. Man, my fish is hamachi. Yeah. I just saw a video of a chef preparing some mackerel, and I was like, damn, there was a big ones too. The fat boys, and I was like, oh man, he did a little different. I was like, I should try that next time. Just a little easier to clean it out. So I was like, interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, what else? Yeah, just Metal Gear. Last thing I'll say is I've been practicing some glitches, if you will, or in Legend of Zelda for.
And still not streaming it, by the way.
I know. Well, I'm practicing the glitches right now because I'm getting ready to do a
stream that.
Stream it. The glitches, yeah, sitting there watching me over and over. All right.
Yes, that's literally what people do.
Of it, yeah,
because I'm getting ready to try a like glitchless. No, a glitch logic where it's like, hey, the item you need might be in a place that you can't get unless you do a glitch. So I'll try that. Been practicing them, and they're a little tough, but one of them I really can't even do because I need the right controller, so I already ordered it. I need like an actual N64 controller that will allow me to get that perfect little angle versus this PlayStation 4 controller.
Oh, okay, yeah, especially because the N64 controllers lock those
little corners, those little grooves. Yep.
Yeah, that does help with those getting precise. I did, now that you mention it, like it's funny when I try to do precise like left and right, I'm always like, I feel like I'm not really doing left and right, and it's like, it's because I'm like used to like N64 from back in the day, and
it locks you into a perfect 90s, or even 45s or whatever.
Yeah, N64 games, I mean, at least where I'm like, dude, I feel like I used to be way more precise. Like, what the fuck? Even though without the locks, you're more precise because you can be, even more accurate with your directions, but it's still, like you said, doesn't lock you at that angle.
Yeah. Well, like I said, like in the case of Ocarina of Time, it was built around that that thing. So like going into like 90s is so much, or 45s is kind of what the game was made for, instead of a full 360, what is digital input,
Yeah.
So anyways, that's what I've been doing. Like I said,
okay.
I made a poem. I literally made a poem like 5 seconds ago before I got on here.
About your irrigation saga?
No. No. This poem, I couldn't repeat it if I tried. It was like perfect. What's the word? Like on the spot. And I was like, I was imagining. No, because I literally said 10 seconds ago. Literally, I went to go wash my hands, and then I went to take a piss, and then I come back to stream, and I was like imagining Noise like saying, "No, how do you guys liking this game?" And I was like, "Man, I fucking hate this game." I was like, I hate the way it plays. I hate the way I can't see it's not even gonna come out nice. It's funny. But I was like, I hate the way Raiden walks. I hate the way Raiden talks. I hate the way the combat feels. And I was like, but most of all,
I hate on a train.
Most of all, everything. I was like, most of all, I hate how I don't hate this game. Not even a little bit. Not even at all. You get the reference, Chris? No, do you get the reference? Anyway, okay.
I don't.
Yeah. Anyways, I was like, dude, this game's fun as hell, dude. I can't believe I never got around to it.
I feel like Captain America when he meets Sam for the first time.
Yeah. And that reference.
Yeah. No. Well, when he tells them like, "Oh yeah, fucking, I recommend this, whatever." But like, "Oh okay," and I got my little notepad going, like, "All right,
oh yeah.
Gotta check this out." Did I ever tell you guys that the Weekly Planet, the Aussie guys that I listened to, what did they do? They talked about how in different countries that list is different.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did I mention that to you guys?
No. Sorry, but you're right. Yeah, it is different. Mm-hmm.
It is different, and so the Aussies were like, yeah, in Australia that it has this and it has that, and then you start to realize that they're just making shit up. I don't know at what point they started making shit up because they go for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes just like, yeah, they even had like in this and this, and they're like very like specific local Australian references, because I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? But like they just kept going and over and over and over. It's just like, God damn it, dude, fuck these guys. They're so fucking funny. Weekly Planet guys, they're the best. Chris, what about you?
I've been doing some reading of the book I finally got back from German. Yeah.
Oh, right. That's right. That was the other reason to go see you. Oh, it was for Chris's birthday, by the way. That's what it was for. So
yeah,
wish him happy birthday in the. Oh my goodness, you're so close to getting that finger in the butt.
Yep, I'm excited.
Not that I have, but yeah, it was his birthday. So wish him birthdays. Birthdays. Wish him birthdays.
Wish him birthdays
in the comments, in the reviews, or wherever in the Discord.
Do it the Office style. It is your birthday.
The Office style? I don't remember that.
You've never seen that episode of The Office? Well, you didn't watch The Office, did you?
No, I did, but I don't.
I haven't.
Okay. I've only seen it like twice, I think.
There's one episode. I think it was like season 4, 5, or 6, where it was Kelly's birthday, and Jim and Dwight had missed it, and so they threw her like an extra birthday to make up for it. And Dwight made a banner, and it just simply said, "It is your birthday." Period. just so.
It is your birthday.
Yeah, no explanation points, no different colors or anything. Just like dot matrix. It is your birthday.
Oh my god, with the dot matrix printer, that's awesome.
I don't know. It wasn't with a dot matrix printer.
Oh, that'd have been great.
Yeah. It was just printed out like just in standard letters.
Dude,
and, yeah.
Remember making banners out of that?
Yep.
At a dot matrix printer, and then it wouldn't print all the way to the edge, so you had to like cut the white space and splice it together. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
But yeah, so I was just referencing that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're reading. What is this book that Germans had for like a decade?
It's called Primeverse. It's basically if you've seen Ready Player One, it's kind of like that.
Okay.
Except they're not like, it's not a game
or Ready Player One.
Yeah. It's not like they're playing a game. They're actually like, it's called a death lottery basically. So it's like what do you call it? Future Earth, where it's overcrowded and everything's terrible and stupid and gross and everything. And so there's this thing called a death lottery where everyone's assigned a number, and if they call your number, they basically they like suck your brain up into this computer, and then they grind up the rest of your body and sell organs and stuff like that to rich people. And you're uploaded into this game called Primeverse. And so the story is about this guy's experience with that.
So you're uploaded after you've been harvested?
Well, first they harvest your brain, and they upload your consciousness into this game, and then they harvest your body for whatever.
So you're dead by the time you're in this game.
Yes.
Yeah, your body's gone.
Yeah.
I didn't know like you were already you were still conscious, but in the game and trying to save your body. But I guess you're already fucked. Like when that happens. So,
yeah. Now in the game you have seemingly unlimited lives. You can die, and then there's like you get respawn and everything. But yeah, so it's just the adventure of this guy who's going through all this stuff. It's actually one of my closest friends, one of my longest friends. His brother wrote the book. And so he sent it to me years ago as a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, I believe.
It is a birthday gift.
Yeah, it is your birthday gift. So I read it years ago, and I was talking to Bonnie about it, and she's like, "Oh, that sounds interesting." So I let her borrow it, and she read it, and we went to start talking about it and everything. And we must have been talking about it in front of German at one point. He's like, "Oh, what are you guys talking about?" We're like, "Oh, we're talking about this book," and we're like, "Oh, we'll let you borrow it when we're done." And he's like, "Okay," and then he never read it.
No, I thought I had it first, and then I gave it to Bonnie.
No, did you have it first?
Then how did you have it just now?
Yeah,
I think, didn't Bonnie give it back to me to give back to you?
It's your timeline. You tell us,
dude.
we
said something during lunch that I was like, I clearly know I was there, but I have like no fucking memory of it. But I know I was there. I was like, dude, I'm telling you, man, it's coming back, dude. Fucking time-skipping German's coming back. But I don't remember what it was. You guys said something, and I was like, I have knowledge that I was there, verified in my brain, but no memory of what the fuck happened. I'm like, I was there. It wasn't like the classic. I'm like, was I there? No, it was like I was there. I know, but I was checked out or something, dude. Like, fuck, dude.
I thought I'd given it to Bonnie next, but I could be wrong. But yeah, no. So we both read through it because I know Bonnie read it too. But yeah, German had it for a while. Never read it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it was Bonnie first, then me, because we were all supposed to talk about it, and that just stayed in my car. The moment it left Bonnie's hands, whether it was me giving it to her and then getting it back from her, but the moment it left her hands, it's been in my car. It's been in my fucking car. So
I was curious too, because I noticed that you give me the display thing with it. What was that about, or was that just by accident?
Oh yeah, I noticed that too because it was all like I did like a heavy cleaning of my car, and I put a bunch of shit in the box.
Oh, okay.
And that was the paperwork. And I noticed when I gave it to you, I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, that's for that display. He gave me a metal poster for a Monster Hunter, and that was just one of the little papers that came with it. So,
so you haven't hung it? Cool.
No. No, I haven't hung it because at the time I didn't want to hang anything and put anything on my walls. And now that I'm in this place, I have a lot of shit on my desk that I want to put up on the walls. I
have the paper you're supposed to hang it up with.
Oh, that's what it's for.
The little sticky part. Yeah,
I can get some sticky. No big deal, I guess.
That's
but
yeah.
It's just I don't like shelves. I like what do you call it? Like floating. Yes, I like the shit to not look like it's on the goddamn shelf. So I'm very
you like floating shelf design.
Yeah, if you will, like I even
you don't want you like fucking bookcases and shit that takes up actual like floor space.
And then also like I did buy some plexiglass like shelves that like that you put on the wall. That's what I had all my figures on. I don't know. Right. I sent you pictures of those, Chris. Remember? Because I want to be able to see from underneath them too. Like I want to see them from every angle. I hate when
you girls.
You gotta, you gotta get the extra.
Yeah, I did. Wasn't that? Have we been doing this podcast long enough where I did say every time I look up there was one that was panties was right there? Did we do that, or was I just playing the game?
Well, no, but now we know.
There was one that I was like, hey, look at that. I swear to God, it was in the podcast, man. We've been doing this for a year. 1 year ago, and a year and a half. No, I was up in the house. I was up in Tahoe. Yeah. So
I don't remember saying that. If anyone can confirm that.
Yeah. It's one of the earlier episodes for sure.
I think you made that.
Right you made that joke that said you were like, oh yeah, freaking upskirt. I'm like, actually, I'm looking up. Like, there's one right there. That's just where she landed. I wasn't on purpose.
Maybe. That's just where she landed.
That's just where she landed. Man.
A different timeline during playing that
on my lap.
Yeah. So that book, Chris. Sorry about that. Has someone done an audio book?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check it out. I'm sure it's available on Audible. I wouldn't be surprised. I should be able to use that. Robert Billiou, which is the technically half brother, not step half brother, but half brother.
That's still the
my friend
funniest. God damn it.
People were like, what the fuck?
I was so fucking confused, dude. I was like, God damn it, dude.
We all were.
Audible Prime Verse by R.K. Billiou? No.
Billiou, yeah.
Billiou is French?
I believe so, yeah.
He's got multiples of these.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. Was we were trying to read it, and then we were all going to read it and then talk about it before the second one came out, which I think was just months away from when Bonnie had finished it. And then Jeremy never finished it, and I think the third one's out now too.
Never started it, bro.
Well, there's series 1, book 2, series book 3, the complete lit RPG trilogy. So there's Omniverse. I don't know if these are all. I think it's like all okay. So yes, it looks like there's 3. Yeah, there's 3.
Okay.
And then Omniverse is like all 3 together, looks like.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So yeah, shout out to what is it?
R.K. Billiou.
Yeah, Chris's friend's half step brother.
Yeah.
Check him out. Primeverse. Okay.
Yeah, if you're into like sci-fi RPG, that type of stuff, it's a good book.
It also kind of reminded me of Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
The way you're describing it. I mean, obviously those people aren't dead already, but they're playing for their lives pretty much. What is it? There's like 100 of them trying to get to the top floor.
Oh, no, it was it was a bunch. It was like the hottest VR game that got released. So it was a worldwide launch, and like thousands upon thousands of people logged on. And they're like, okay, it's time to log off.
Oh, it's 100 floors. That's what it is.
Yeah, and it's like there is no offline.
Yeah, they're deadlocked. You're
fucked.
They're literally deadlocked.
You beat the game or you die. That's it. That's all you can do. Yep. That's a great concept. Sword Art Online, I will say my 2 cents on it. It started off really cool and like, oh, interesting. And then it got really stupid. That's what I feel about
season 2 really fell off.
It especially the fucking sibling love there.
I didn't even make it past like episode 3 or 4. Not that it was bad, but I got distracted and shit. And
Mm-hmm.
I at least still want to at least get through one season.
Yeah, get to season 1. Honestly, season 2, man, that shit it's pretty bad. Like they're I think they're blood brother and sister, and she's got the hots for him, and he doesn't know that her online persona is his sister, and she's like, oh, they're like flirting and shit. I'm like, dude, like this is your sister, bro, and
I never got that far. I saw they started using guns and stuff. I was like, no, this is lame. This is Sword Art Online, not Sword Gun Online.
I don't remember the guns parts.
Gun Sword.
Gun
Art Online.
Gun art.
Gun Sword Online.
Gun Sword, yeah. That's what turned me off was the guns, and yeah, it's like, no, that's not right.
Oh, okay, reasonable.
Well, actually, no. You know what's funny? You know what's how funny? This subject that you're bringing up about implanting your brain on that VR, because that's what's going on in this game that we're playing. That's the whole point of this podcast. Like this checkpoint got dark.
Yeah.
This checkpoint got fucking dark, man. I was like, God damn, dude. It reminded me of Sword Art. It reminded me of Ghost in the Shell. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyways, I've just been playing Clair Obscura. That's all I've been playing. So that's my week. I was like, what in this game? VR upload consciousness? Huh?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna try something new. So let's see if it works.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. All right. Intro music live as we record. Welcome back, everybody, to Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast, where I'm losing concentration because I'm listening to the song. What do I say? Fuck.
That works.
Where what is it? Where we discuss the games from 1987 all the way to the present in chronological release date order. I am your host, Noise, and I'm accompanied by my two other ghosts in the shells, German codename Chronorizer.
Hey guys.
And Chris codenamed Blue Rhino Boss.
Hello.
So yeah,
nailed that, by the way.
Yeah, first try. Fucking did it, dude. Yeah, Rising. How do you like your mariachi outfit?
I love it.
So that's where we left off. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me that. God, man.
We're in Mexico.
It makes okay. I'm gonna say my 2 cents. I'll let you guys take it because I thought it was funny. It was no offense or nothing like that on my side, but I thought it was so dumb how it's like you're in this car, right, and you're like, oh, we're trying to investigate what the fuck you're doing. I don't remember off the top of my head, but he goes, oh, I got a disguise for that, right? Because he says, what, like, are you sure it's wise to walk down the streets,
Right.
And his disguise, first and foremost, he's driving some kind of tricked out Lamborghini or some shit, right? Okay, and then
he's driving, right?
Yeah. His disguise is a fucking mariachi sombrero and a poncho, right?
Yeah.
And the second he gets out of the car, 2 fucking civilians go, hey, what is that? That's a fucking, in Spanish. They're like, that's a cyborg. They're weirded out by his presence, And then he opens up the sewer and he goes, adios, amigos. And he fucking leaves. And the guys are like, get the fuck out of here. Let's pretend we didn't see anything. And that was it. That was his whole disguise. Fucking wear it for 2 seconds and then
he left
bounce.
his hat up top too.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, I was like, oh, we're gonna get a cool shot of him like walking down some busy market, and nope, it was just he wore it for 2 seconds and then dipped. And I was like, okay, like I guess
his car drove off.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you're definitely not going incognito looking like a fucking mariachi samurai ninja, and let alone in a fucking tricked out car. I think that's what caught those guys' attention was the goddamn car,
Yeah. Which
man,
that's here's my 2 cents on, because he drives again later. Why is Raiden driving a car?
That's true.
It's so weird. Like, I feel like he should be on a motorcycle or something.
Yeah,
right. He's a fucking cyborg ninja,
or riding the dog, dude.
Yeah, that's right. Now we have a companion.
It's the one that we fought, actually.
The one that we fought, the wolf.
Yeah.
What was he like? Chainsaw Wolf or whatever? Oh no,
he
had a weird name to it. It was like a serial number.
In the codec, his name is Wolf, actually. So that's
yes. In the codec, they changed it to Wolf. So yeah. So I'm remembering why I do love this game, because I remember in the last episode I was talking about how the enemy design is so MGS4.
I'm glad you brought it up.
Adjacent, and then I'm like, oh, that's right. This is where it becomes its own game, its own unique game, and the enemy design is different and more futuristic and unique.
I won't lie to you. When I was playing through this, I was like, "What the fuck is Noise talking about? Like these guys are the fucking little T-Rex you fight, and I call it T-Rex, but it had like little T-Rex arms and shit. Like you fight like hella like
the spider
shit.
Thingies, the gorilla looking things that are what are they called?
The ones that bear hug you, right?
Yeah. I saw their name because I did it. I played it yesterday, but I can't remember their fucking name. And I was like, they look more like gorillas. Why are they called something else? You know, that's like a different animal.
Yeah, they definitely they from as of right now, I was like, dude, these character designs are sick. I'm loving this shit, dude. Like,
yes,
it's a great game. It's making me it's making me a little sad because I'm gonna say this. I do feel like this is what we should have gotten. What like my dream game, my alternate timeline game is Metal Gear Solid 4 is combined with like this fucking game. You know, like the writing sections are something like this. This is what we should have gotten.
That would have been sick.
Yeah, you know, like you know what I literally was thinking
Chris
about
was
this.
saying basically back and forth.
Yeah, literally what Chris was saying. Or imagine this. Imagine like a Resident Evil 2 style game where you pick Snake or Raiden at the beginning of your playthrough, beat it with that character, and then it's like now you got to beat it again through with Raiden's section,
and then halfway through you become Rose.
Oh shit! Oh, no. Oh, by the way, they mentioned Rose. I was like, hell yeah, they mentioned her. They mentioned Rose.
So they're still together.
Yeah, they're together. I figured as much. And so you go into the sewer. I know I was going to let you guys talk, but I just want to say this. And you meet goddamn Jar Jar Binks down here, dude.
Oh yeah, the kid. He's George. Yeah. So what is he? What is his actual nationality? He said it.
They said it. They said, yeah. Like, he's like, Misa. This is. I'm like, what the fuck, Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah.
Oh man, I was laughing my head off.
I think it's the same language that they speak in Cyberpunk.
Really?
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. There's like a whole race, which I cannot think. I don't know if it's like South African or something, but yeah, just the way they talk.
Ethiopian, but I don't know.
I looked it up. It says Guyanese. That's what I remember because it says Guyanese.
Guyanese from where? What is that from?
Guyanese.
Then it's definitely not the Cyberpunk one then.
Guyanese. I don't know. It's from Guyana. Oh, is that a country? Guyana? Maybe.
Guyana.
I think there is one called Guyana or something.
Guyana.
We're so ignorant.
It's from
Spy. Fucking rescue us, please. Jesus Christ.
You know? Did you hear me?
No, what'd you say?
I said he's from. You are gay. And that's a Simpsons joke, by the way, guys. I'm not offending anyone. He's Homer's reading the world map, and he's like, look at this. He's like, look at all these funny names, like Argentina, Colombian, or whatever. And then he goes, "You are gay," and it's Uruguay, but that's how he reads. So.
Uruguay, yeah, you're gay.
Yeah, Guyana. It's in South America.
Okay.
Oh, it's in South America.
Okay. I really thought it was.
And you know what's crazy? When I first saw that kid,
oh yeah, there it is.
He fucking looks like my son.
A little darker, but okay.
Yeah, but just like his head shape, I was like, oh, like that's kind of uncanny. Like he looks like my fucking kid. But yeah, he talks to him in Spanish, fucking racist ass Brighton, assuming that he's fucking our brown instead of a different brown. But yeah,
no, yeah, he does. I forgot. Yeah, he does say something. He talks to him like "Cómo estás" or something like that. Because like, what you say, master?
Yeah, you saw. I can't say it. This is so racist, dude.
I don't even know how to speak like the way he does, but I was like, dude, every time he kept speaking, I kept reading the subtitles, but I was reading it in his language, not the ones because I don't know my game.
I was hearing him talk because I couldn't. The subtitles were distracting. It was actually better for me to listen to him talk because I understood him better than I was trying to read the subtitles.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. So at least the way my mind is set up, I would see the subtitles directly, what he's saying word for word. And then underneath that was translated into English. So I'm listening to him speak his goddamn Jar Jar Binks and also fucking read Jar Jar Binks. I'm like, Gungan. I'm like, I still didn't understand shit because I'm not reading the right ones, dude. I kept thinking stop looking at the fucking other ones. Look at the English.
Chris, same for you on PS3. Did they have both subtitles?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's across all platforms. Okay.
But yeah,
you were talking. I'm sorry to interrupt. Noise. No. You were talking last time about the cutscenes and whether
the 30 frames.
They were, huh?
The 30 frames?
That they're pre-rendered?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're pre-rendered for sure.
Okay, so you're noticing the artifacting.
Not so much. I just noticed a difference in the quality.
Oh, okay.
Between the gameplay and the actual cutscenes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I hella notice it now. Like I even put on present mon, and I kind of set it up to make it look like Digital Foundry, so it's like across all my bottom screen.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, let me see this fucking thing. Like, and it's just like 60 frames, and I'm like, and then as soon as the fucking cutscene went down, it's just like down to 30, and I was like, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do once you've already rendered those scenes out and you don't have the original 3D models? Probably
Mhm.
you can't render out that scene anymore. So
Yeah, you'd have to do it all from scratch. Yeah.
yeah, so they were
Would be a
just like,
lot.
fuck it, just put that original video on there. So they're probably like, no one's gonna play this on PC anyways.
PCs are just a fad.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, this game is also it's niche, like a lot of Metal Gear fans, I think, skip this.
I will admit, yeah, I did. I skipped it not so I'm gonna say this. I didn't necessarily skip it because of like it's not a Kojima game or it's not Metal Gear, nothing like that. I think it was during the time where I was just not really playing that much anymore. And my buddy kept saying, dude, it's fucking good, it's fucking good. I was like, yeah, I'm like, I'll get it. And eventually I just never did until now. And I regret not playing it because I was gonna say this. I don't know if it was done by the what do you call it? The not director. What's the word I'm looking for here? The actual team that built this the studio, or if it was Konami themselves or something. But there's actual love in this game. Like,
yes,
you can tell that whoever made this game also loves Metal Gear because there's a lot of little. I mean, you can always throw Easter eggs. Easter eggs are easy to slap on something, but they're more than Easter eggs. They're more than just references. They're straight up like, dude, this was built like I like it. Like I said, there's conversations that obviously they're talking about like fucking the Patriots still. George Sears comes up, yeah. George Sears comes up. The whole Raiden's Pass. I'm like, okay, dude, like this game wasn't just a cash grab,
Yeah,
or
no,
at
I
least
mean,
at least if it was a cash grab, it was still made with some love. The people who made it still cared about this franchise enough to say like, let's make it good.
Yeah. Well, there was obviously oversight from Kojima Productions. The story is, I'm guessing, like the outline was from Kojima himself.
Okay.
But as far as I understand, is Platinum Games were fans, and so they were like, we would be fucking honored. Like the fact that you're asking us is great, because yeah, like I said last time, Konami was struggling with it. They're just like, dude, the only thing we have is the cutting mechanism, and we can't really figure out how to make this game work. We don't make these kind of games. Like, who would be best at this? And it's like, oh well, the fucking guys who make Bayonetta, duh, and Ninja Gaiden. Like, go talk to them. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. so yeah, and it's made, yeah, definitely it's made with love from both sides. I mean, we get,
Just a box.
Yeah, dude, the box mechanic. I love the box and the barrel mechanic. God, now I want that to be in Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. That's how I want it to be.
Like, just like hold the button and it just puts it on.
I want that so bad, dude.
And the barrel, you hold R2 and it fucking rolls,
I haven't even done that yet. Okay, really? Okay. I'll try that.
I haven't tried it on anyone, but I was like, oh shit, I can fucking roll. So
yeah, no, that's the way I want Delta to be. And especially with that new, and then that whole new online mode that they're going to bring out, where it looks like
Fox Hunt.
Yeah, the Fox Hunt, where like it literally looks like the player like lays down on the ground, and then like it feels like he held a button down, and it just deploys around him and camouflages him. I'm like,
becomes
dude,
PETA.
Yeah, it becomes PETA.
PETA from Hunger Games.
But
Am I Cake?
Am I Cake? But no,
that would have been a great like special guest for that show. Is it Cake?
Is it Cake? No shit, that would have been funny.
If they would have, if the actor would have shown up and just made himself look like Cake, and they would have been like, "Is it Cake?" And he just like moves, and it's like, "Oh my god, it's the fucking guy from Hunger Games."
Yeah. No, yeah, but so you're like, again, I keep forgetting, like, you're right, and you're working for this company, right? And
Maverick.
You're there, Maverick. That's right. I don't remember what you're really doing there. Like, you're just this. So this is what I want to say. This game gets very personal, in my opinion. It's no longer just like you're there on a mission and now you got to save the world from a nuclear disaster. You're there on a mission to save the president, and now you got to stop, some virus from getting out. Like,
well, you got to get into those codec conversations because you can talk to Wolf, and Wolf is like this one of the saddest parts of the game, because it's like you said, when you first defeat it, it's like, wait, can you think for yourself? And it's Wolf is kind of like your conscience in the game.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, in this game, when you find out that they are here in this level, that they are taking kids and harvesting organs, but and not just harvesting their organs though, but now they're putting their brains into freaking cyborgs or whatever. They're pretty much making full blown cyborg soldiers now.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
and
Oh my god.
and
I don't even know how
Raiden
that
was
didn't like raise a flag when you were fucking talking about
yeah,
Prime
yeah,
Verse.
yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. They're taking because dude, you open up that door and there's just a bunch of fucking eyeballs, and they're just like, oh, look at you, and you're like,
Right.
holy shit. And Raiden's like, this is fucked up. Like he goes, I went through this, and he goes, but at least because they talk about like the ones that they did harvest, they're fucked. Like they talk about like
You can't
they'll
save
get
them.
they'll give them bodies. They're gonna give them bodies to an extent, but like what life is that? They'll be outcasts for their forever.
Right.
Like imagine like to me I got chills thinking about it, thinking like, dude, being a little kid and losing an organ, not an organ, like a limb, a hand, whatever, it sucks, right? Now imagine all of a sudden like you kind of wake up in this fucking body and you're like, oh yeah, by the way, like you're a fucking robot, dude. Like all that's left of you is a brain and eyeballs.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I don't
wow,
know.
you're a soldier,
Yeah.
so you get to put your life on the line for our well being and our
Sure.
justification, and everything.
Well,
And
I
you
mean,
have no say in it.
well, I mean, I guess post like nano VR training that they're trying to implement them, maybe you wouldn't care anymore. But like I meant the ones that got saved. Like you're just what
Oh
do you
yeah.
do? What do you do after that? Because they're gonna have to get like as their brain develops, they're gonna have to get new cyborg bodies to reflect what age their brain is. I mean, you don't have to, but you should.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of because they even say like they're gonna live a rough life. Society won't really accept them, and they have no choice. That's just it. It was a little scary. And like yeah, you talk to Wolf, and he also tells you a lot like of what he was built, and then he was abandoned because I don't remember exact reasons. But yeah, this game's good, man. The storyline I thought it was gonna be throwaway, but the storyline's pretty good too. So far, I'm definitely like into it.
I'm glad because, like I said, I I completely skipped it the first time playing through. I was just like, I just want to chop shit up. Like, I don't give a
I
fuck.
just want to chop shit. No, I love having these Codec conversations, and unfortunately, I'm like, dude, I kind of want to like you. I want to play the game, but I also want to fucking sit here and call these guys like 1,000 times because I want to hear everything they got to say because there
I
are
them
some
at least
goofy...
once. After a major event, I'm like, okay, I gotta call.
Yeah. Or at least I have something interesting. I'm like, ooh, let me call this person, see what he has to say. Yeah. So yeah, I did find when you fight like this spider robot kind of guy with a little flamethrower, I found him fucking annoying, and I found it interesting that like he catch you light on fire. You're like, it's kind of comical to an extent. And I was like, dude, you're in the sewers. Like, can you roll? Why isn't there a roll button? Like, I think this game is missing a roll button and like a double jump and freaking. Like an actual an actual block, not just the ninja dash.
My muscle memory goes for the B/circle button to dodge, and nothing happens, and I'm like, God damn it!
Yeah.
That's one thing I need to say about this game is for the first 2 chapters, I was kind of just fucking spamming.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's really testing my mettle. Like I'm like, oh shit! Now I have to slow down and think about what I'm doing because these fucking enemies are actually making me think. Like I have to like wait sometimes for a counter.
Yeah, some of them they'll counter
the
your
moves
attack.
That you're unlocking too. You're like, okay, how can I pull these moves off to better? What's the word?
Execute.
Yes, in a word, yeah.
In a word,
yeah. Better execute these enemies because I'm tired of fighting. Like. This one guy will give me trouble for a while, and I'm like, dude, I shouldn't be struggling with this one fucking enemy. Are you kidding me? So, like, yeah, I'm kind of like, okay, what good button combination is great for these guys, And
yeah.
One of the
combo,
things.
What combo will get me in that Sengatsu mode where I can fucking kill him and get his Gatorade?
And then also, I forget about the items they give us, the EMP grenades and all these other things.
I started using those more,
yeah. Which I don't. To be honest, I don't remember doing that my first playthrough. I think I just brute forced the game. My first playthrough had no idea I had like rockets and all this other shit.
You said you put it on easy, right? Yeah, you were like, fuck it, yeah.
No, not easy. I think I was doing normal or hard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was just like I said, brute forcing. And I mean, it's funny that I even liked the game because I remember it being fucking hard, and it's because I was just button mashing my way through the game, and now I'm actually being methodical about it. So it's just like, ooh, like this is crazy. Like I'm actually looking at all the combos I'm unlocking, and I'm like, oh yes, like this is great. It's become like Devil May Cry in a way as you're unlocking stuff, because then you can start juggling enemies in the air. And
yeah.
And like one of my favorite things is ninja running and then doing the Y attack,
Triangle?
which is
yeah.
You fucking you hit them, but then if you hold what did you call it? The Zendatsu
Sangatsu,
button?
I don't know. Tetsuga
It
get choked.
it slows you down.
Yeah.
And so now you're doing like a baseball slide, and then you can just like
Mhm.
fucking slice them as they're like above you and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, Chris, what about you, man?
No, I've been loving it too. I didn't know about the box or the barrel thing.
What? You didn't pick up
Personally.
any boxes or barrels?
I don't think so.
Oh man, yeah. You get a box, and the box you should have gotten. Like I think
Dude,
it's
I've
like
gotten
in
like
your
3
way
already.
Yeah, but the
I've got 2
barrel
barrels.
for sure. I kind of
Yeah,
went
I'll
out of my way to find my first barrel. So
I might have to go back and replay those and see if I can find them. But yeah, I don't remember picking up any boxes or
shit.
barrels.
yeah,
So,
they're in there.
That's new to me. Yeah, but I've been, like Noise said, I've been pretty much just button mashing, spamming kind of stuff so far too. Except for I think it was the last boss.
Okay, yeah, that guy.
The guy that like comes apart or whatever.
Yeah. As soon as I saw him, I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna be one of those. Like you can't hit him because he's gonna. Yeah, he was fun. We'll get to him in a minute, but yeah.
So it hasn't really become that too much more challenging for you. Is it not forcing you to slow down?
No, I haven't played on normal yet either, so I'm still on easy. But it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it, but yes, it's not gotten too difficult for me yet. So
did you find the guy in the box?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yes, yeah, a few of them. Yeah, it's like
a few. Really?
Yeah. That seems familiar or something. Yeah.
I only found one. What the fuck? Okay, shit.
Yeah, there was 2 or 3. I think I found.
What?
I
Where?
know there was 2.
If you don't find them, do they sneak up on you, or is it just like a bonus kill?
I think they're just hidden. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just free kills, I think.
Yeah.
Jeez,
but you got to be fast about it because, like, they'll hit the ground real fast, or I don't know, like it because when I slice it open, like they're already getting hit by that from me doing the slice, and so it's almost like you only have like 1 or 2 chances to get that target to get your electrolytes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gatorade.
Gatorade.
I was gonna say I definitely find I've been finding a hard time collecting the left hands. Like I feel like
I don't even really try. I'm like, fuck it, I suck at this. Just go for the spine.
I do it, and then like sometimes it'll clearly see like in the Sangatsu mode, it'll be like left hand. I'm like, cool, I got it. And other times like I'm like left hand, and I keep slicing, and I end up destroying it sometimes. Like, all right, whatever, fuck off, something like whatever. So
when you do it, does it become an item on the floor, or does it just give it to you?
That's what I'm confused. Maybe I have seen it on the floor. I've literally seen the hand on the floor, and it says left hand. You pick it up. But then other times during the Sangatsu, during like say the baseball slide, I guess I auto pick it up. Because it touches my character. I'm not sure, but I have noticed I pick it up sometimes during the combat, and sometimes I pick it up off the floor. But and then obviously there's the ones that are like a special left hand that you get VR missions for and stuff. And I've missed a few of those, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I was really trying to get that one. So I'm like, oh well,
dude, I fucking couldn't. I fucked up at the beginning part of the sewers where there's the gorilla dudes. I because there's a lot of points of no return in this game, by the way.
Yeah.
So you really have to like go back to if you want to replay, you're gonna replay from the beginning to collect all the things.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's a new game plus. I kind of made the decision.
Think so yeah,
that has to be. I made the decision to say like, because remember we talked about it last time about the VR mode, whatever they call it, when you can kind of the Batman mode, right?
Yeah,
detective. I hate doing it because I'm like, it takes me away from the game when I'm like, opening that menu or that little VR mode so I can look around for secrets. And then I also hate that the second you start running or the second you slash, it goes away. So I'm like,
yes.
So you're constantly running and scanning. I'm like, dude. And I said, you know what? I said, I'm just going to play the rest of this game without it. And I'll go do a second playthrough and try and find secrets. Yeah. And I'm skipping ahead real quick. And then you get to a section where you have to use the goddamn. I'm like, motherfucker, I just said I'm not going to use this anymore. And now it's like, here, use the fucking night vision mode. You goddamn game.
But yeah, there's that fucking box right there that's like on top of like these huge pipes. And if any part of the level gets destroyed, you can't get to it anymore. And I'm like,
no, you still can. I did.
You still can? How?
Well, I just fucking ninja jump, and then
I did.
No, so you ninja jump it's like toward in front of it, and then you got a Zangatsu in front of it, and then slice it open, and that's I did it,
right, because it's one of those chests. You can't. Yeah, you can't
just randomly hit it. You have to Zangatsu.
That's
Zangetsu,
why it was
whatever it is.
Yeah,
so, I'm gonna say like a million different ways by the time this
it's all gonna start with Z though.
Yeah, they're all gonna be Z. So like I said, so I only found that one dude, and because I've chopped boxes up, I've a few of them, thinking they're not being items in them.
Fairly obvious, dude. It's just like
Okay, well, I've
This
only seen
one box where you're like, oh, how did Snake ever get away with this? This is clearly out of place.
Yeah, and like I said, I was looking for secrets for the little chips or whatever the fuck you find, and I turned the corner, and I'm like, I wasn't even gonna chop it, but I'm like, chop, and it was like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, there's a guy in there. I'm like, are you kidding me? I was like, and now it made me think, how many have I missed? And you guys
Yeah.
told me a bunch. I'm like, dude, so I'm kind of sad I missed a bunch of those punks.
Yeah, Chris, you need to find a box because fucking exhibit over there goes like a box. What does he say? He said, yeah, Kevin. He says like a box. Fuck, what does he say? Like a clear reference to Snake. Like something like fuck, I can't even think about it. But yeah, he makes some kind of reference. Like doesn't call out Snake himself, but it's like oh, like somebody else in the past or some shit like that. Something to
you're
that
right.
effect.
He did say something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head either. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's Easter eggs and but they're like, they're very funny. They actually are good. You know, they're not just like, hey, remember this? Here's some fucking, you know.
Yeah,
they're well done. Like I'm totally, like I said, I'm in love with this fucking game. I really wish I would have played it sooner.
well, I'm glad you're enjoying it now because yeah.
There, so same level. Yeah, same level. When you fucking am I jumping ahead when you get to control the goddamn same level where you get to control the dwarf gecko.
The scarab, the dwarf gecko.
Yeah, that was pretty fun, dude. I was like, dude, again, I was like, this should have been in fucking Metal Gear Solid 4.
And
like this was,
like it's actually more of it has a purpose. Like it's not just get to the thing. Like if you knock out the guards, it helps you later because you have to go in there as Raiden.
Yeah. Actually, I thought I was supposed to knock out all the guards, and then like it would open up, and I was like, okay, now what? I'm like, oh, I gotta open the fucking door. I'm like, whoops, my bad. You can also bitch slap the other geckos, right? To knock those them. Yeah, you can. It's funny, they don't attack you. You bitch slap them once, and they're like, and then they fall down. They get up again. You bitch slap them the second time, and they're done. But did any of you guys push the triangle button at all with the gecko?
What's the triangle button do?
Hold the triangle, the north button. You stand on one of your hands and you start clapping, and it's just like a little taunt, I guess.
No, I've not done that one.
I think what it is if you become suspicious and you press something like that, they like go back to normal. Like, oh, this guy's nothing. Like he's not doing anything.
It's just a dumbass gecko. Maybe
because they tell you like don't be suspicious.
Yeah, they does tell you that. I did it in front of the geckos, and they start clapping too. It's kind of funny. They're like they start clapping with you, and then like, and I bitch slap them, like bitch. But yeah, no, that was pretty fun. I definitely thought that I was like, I wanted more. I hope there's more like of that, of like controlling the dwarf geckos or fucking getting to use wolf or something. Cause it was pretty fun.
Well, are you guys enjoying the new stealth like areas?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, because they're encouraging stealth now.
Oh yeah. They're saying like stop getting into fights if you can, because it's
because it's I've repeated some areas because I'm like, okay, how can I take out these 3 guards?
Yeah.
Without seeing me.
Well, there was one section where there was on the rooftops in the next stage where there's a hostage, if you will, or civilian. And I was like, dude, how do I save this asshole? And that's when I was like, oh, let me use my smoke grenades. And I was like, okay.
I used my EMP grenade.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because I tried doing the slide.
Do you equip those? I'm so confused because I've got a bunch of those.
So you press left or right on the D-pad, and then it brings up your item menu, and then you just press up and down to scroll between what you want.
Oh, okay. Because I've seen that. I've tried X or A clicking to see. Okay, up or down. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Up and down, and then you got to select it with X, and then that's what your equipment will be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then unfortunately, I do get mad at that because it's L1 to ready it, and then R2 to use it, and I get so
tap
pissed.
L1 to just use it quickly.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Tap. Okay. Because I get mad because I'm so like my FPS comes in and I do L1 and I want to do R1 and it's like nope. I'm like god damn it, and I keep pushing.
Yeah, the button configuration on this game is so strange. Like I just so many other games from modern times are definitely taking over my muscle memory.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, me too. But like I said, you don't use them that often. But I'm like, I still every now. Like I said, like we talked about earlier, I constantly catch myself going into Sangatsu mode, like just natural thinking I'm blocking when I'm fucking just not. And I'm like, no, that's not blocked. Stop fucking holding that button down. But yeah, like I said, no, this game got really dark with the whole them kidnapping children and not just kidnapping them, but not just harvesting organs, but fucking making them into soldiers. Like even worse than
slaves.
Than what Raiden went through. Like I said, this is personal for Raiden for sure. It's definitely what do you call it? A vengeance. It's Revengeance. That's what. No, Rising. This is Rising. Not
Yeah, Rising Revengeance.
Rising Revengeance.
Which is not a word.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah,
But,
well, it's revenge and vengeance put together, but it's like, aren't they both the same thing?
Yeah.
Like you're seeking revenge to get vengeance, or you're seeking vengeance to get revenge. Like, aren't those both those words interchangeable?
Yeah, I guess, right.
I don't know. I'm asking the reader here. He's very quiet.
Oh yeah, it's very redundant.
Right? It's just a synonym. Like they're both synonyms of each other. That's what I thought.
Yeah. It's like saying more better.
More better. No, that doesn't make any sense because more is not a synonym of better.
But it's redundant.
That okay, yeah, that's true. All right, I'll give you that one. You win.
But yeah, so the rest of the stage is just pretty much you. Oh yeah, so you're trying to like save the kids, right? That's like because George tells you like, yeah, there's a bunch of other kids and
his name is George also.
Yeah. Oh, that's what he's, yeah, his name is George. Yeah.
So that was another fucking thing. I was like, man, this kid looks like my kid, and his name is fucking George. What the hell?
Oh, by the way, when you're controlling
George, but still, it's
Americanized. It's
yeah.
But no, but by the way, when you're controlling the scarab and you go to open the door, I thought it was like said super funny how it's like you're gonna plug in that USB drive, that classic, universal. That's what a USB is, but you know what I'm saying, like anything can connect to this one thing, and it's like it's upside down, so you fucking flip it over. I was like, dude, I was like, you fucking that again, that little detail. It's like
we've all done that. Yeah.
Yep, these guys. Dude, it would be funny if he flipped it over and it still didn't go in. He's like, God damn, he flips it over again. Now he goes that classic. Like, dude, I swear to God, you were.
Yep.
But yeah, like you're going to go save these kids and whatnot, and
how can I save these kids?
Dude, you can always interrupt me if I'm skipping too much, but I thought it was funny because you get to the section where like they're in this little chamber, right, and the gas starts filling in, and the fucking doctor comes out and he's all like, "Oh, stay back." He's got George. By the way, I don't know how he captured George because you sent up you called in your dudes, Boris and Kevin and shit.
Yeah,
like,
but they didn't meet up with him. Remember, they're like, we don't know where he is. But
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, what I'm saying is, goddamn, Jar Jar Binks here should have. I don't know how he got captured. Is what I'm trying to say.
He came back. Obviously, that's the whole thing.
He came back. Oh, because he does say like, "I want to be a ninja too, yo," or whatever he says.
Go ninja, go ninja, go!
Yes,
I love that.
Cowabunga. dude, I just couldn't pay attention because he was like, "Oh yeah, man, you got badass ninja too, Jar Jar Binks." I'm like, "What the fuck is this guy saying, dude?" And he's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Dude," and Ryder's like, "Dude, like you don't want my life, kid, blah blah blah." And he's like, "Oh, I guess you're right." He's like, "Are you ready to be a killer?" No, I never kill nobody, man. I was like, dude, like, I'm simplifying it because, he does not speak like that. You can't. It's fucking like, what the fuck is he saying, dude?
I mean, he does speak like that. He says me. Yeah, it's instead of I or anything like that.
Well, he doesn't say like me not kill someone. He says me not do no one in like that or some shit.
Right,
yeah.
It almost reminded me of like
Rastafarian. Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of what it sounds like. Yeah, which Guyana, I guess, is a Caribbean country.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that would be kind of like their language. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was more south. Okay, so it's north.
It's North South America.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say too. I was like, man, it's like it has remnants of like South African what's the word inflections, but I was like, but no, it's more something else, and I couldn't put my fucking finger on it. It is more.
It's a little bit Creole, a little bit Rastafarian. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, and he speaks in a way like he doesn't say things like I said, kill. He'll say like done someone in or like put someone under, and it's like I get what you're saying.
Me no unlike someone.
yeah. Like I get what you're saying, bro. But do you guys really speak like that? Just on the like, it almost seems poetic in a sense. Like, do you like who speaks like that? Like I guess they do, right?
Like the way anime characters talk. Like they don't. That's not real Japanese. That's
theatrical
exactly. Japanese.
Exactly right.
Like I said, even though this generation now is speaking the way anime talks because that's what they grew up on. So now everyone is saying like orewa, like no one fucking says orewa. Like you say watashi wa or you say boku wa, or if it's, but now everyone says like orewa.
Well, like I said, it's almost definitely sounding like an oldie English kind of thing where they're like, good morrow to you, sir. And it's like no one says good morrow, they say what's up, dude. But he's like the sun has come today, sir. Like like the fuck,
cheerio.
Yeah, like I said, but anyway, but
all British speak like that, by the way.
Yes. AJ's like, oi.
Oi.
Hello, governor.
I always say like, oi.
But you find out through this video that you took from a source that
Is this before or
see that-
after you take out the doctor?
before.
Oh, okay.
Before the doctor, where you see that bald guy that looks like our old boss, Bob, in some new fucking big old power suit, right?
Oh yeah, that guy.
And you see the doctor, you see some
God
other
damn it,
dude.
make me
Just
bleep out his fucking name again.
I did. Oh yeah, I did say his full name. Yeah,
I had to like bleep it out last time.
Good old Thor.
Yeah.
No, Odin. He goes
Odin,
by Odin. Anyways, freaking yeah, you see some other guy from the back, and it's like, oh, try and get an idea on those guys, and then do they reveal it here? They do, right? They reveal it here. Yes, right, they do. That guy is like the senator or some shit like that. He's a shoo-in for the presidency.
We have a new character,
Yeah. I forgot his name already. I'm not gonna lie.
Senator something.
Yeah, Senator McCain or some shit. I'm not sure. Dude, honestly, he kind of looks like Vince McMahon almost too, like fucking from WWF. Yeah. But anyways,
little head, big shoulders.
Yeah, exactly. Like in a suit too. Like she's just all fucking ripped in this suit.
McMahon always looks so goddamn strange. I was like, what? Because I didn't know he used to wrestle. You know, when I was a kid,
okay.
I didn't know he was a wrestler. I thought he just owned the WWF, which is what it was called back then. And I think one of the first times I ever saw him step into the ring, I don't remember who he was.
Probably Triple H, dude.
Probably something like that. Someone he was like beefing with or something.
Yeah, Triple H or Stone Cold. It could have been Stone Cold. Yeah.
And he took his suit off.
Yep.
And I was like,
here. I know what you're talking about.
Jacked.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
I was like, this is J.K. Simmons from fucking Red One as Santa Claus. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Dude, I'm like, this guy's been training like under fucking, he pulled a Dragon Ball Z, Chris. He's like took off his weighted clothes and everything. I'm like, oh shit,
And then the next time I saw him in a suit, I'm like, oh, it makes sense why he fucking looks like this in a suit. He's fucking huge.
Yeah. No, I will say this, like it really sucks that, whatever shit's has been or went on in the WWF with him.
I will say though, I know there's shit.
I will say though that the material he gave us, at least for me, was great. Like he made wrestling awesome during those times. Unfortunately, there was a lot of bad shit that was going on behind the scenes. So it makes me sad. But I'm like, dude, like as far as like writing
and in our childhood, man.
Yeah. As far as like writing and everything he did, I'm like, dude, it was so fun wrestling during the late 90s, early 2000s. But I'm like, it sucks that he did shit.
I just don't get why it's like people find it necessary to abuse their power when when they're already doing so much good with their power.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Why?
He already had he owned fucking wrestling, dude. Like it was WCW or WWF, and in my personal opinion, WWF was like the winner, clear winner. And it's like, dude, like you have money. If you're really into girls, then that's fine. Get girls that are willing. Don't fucking force girls that aren't willing. It's like,
is that what's going on?
That and some other, like probably favoritism and blah blah blah. Like sabotaging careers and shit like that. But anyways, this level. So like I was saying, I thought it was funny. So Raiden's eager to Oh no, sorry. Let me go back. So Kevin, Sigan 2.0 tells you that he figured out who it was. Like, oh, it's the senator. Blah, blah, blah. Exigent. There you go. He figures out that it's the senator or whatever, and he's like, Raiden's like, dude, well, we gotta fucking do something about it. And they're pretty much like, there's nothing we can do, dude. Like he's too powerful, untouchable. He says, and I love up a lot of the shit that's gone. He's like, dude, even in a post-Patriot world, he goes, nobody will touch the story. It's career suicide. Yeah. He's like, it's no one's gonna touch this because he's backing up he's a very powerful man, backing up the probably biggest PMC or some shit like that,
Right.
And money's coming in from God knows what other big companies. Like, no one's gonna touch this shit. And Ryan's like, so what? We just fucking let him get away with it. And anyways, when you're there and you want to save these kids, and the doctor comes in, he's like, don't move, I'll kill this kid, whatever. And he's like, your choice, it's like kill one or the other, right? I didn't understand what was going on exactly, right? Because George looks at him and at Raiden, he's like, do it. Like, and he's like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. Like, he fucking sliced George in half is what I'm taking, right?
That's what it
Like,
seemed like. Yeah.
Yeah, George took like a hit, like a sacrificial hit in order to get the doctor.
But he's okay in the next
because
thing,
he's a
isn't he?
Codec. He's a cyborg now. Yep, in the Codec Calls.
Did I fucking miss that?
Yeah, he's all like, yeah, man. He says something about like, again, like I had a hard time following it, but he says something along the lines of like, yeah, I have this cool robot body now, and blah blah blah. And
Oh,
he's like,
shit.
dude, he's like, so what? You ready
Yeah.
to kill now too? He's like, no. It's like,
Yeah, and I felt that too. I was like, fuck, did he just fucking kill him? Because like I said, I completely.
That's what I thought too. I was like, he killed him, but then he showed up. I was like, what? And then I called doctor, and he's like, how's he doing? He's like, oh yeah, man, we did this, and the blood. They bring up the white blood from your original,
Right.
your solid 4 and stuff. And he says that it's obsolete now, but like civilians are still kind of using it, I guess, or something like that.
Okay.
Dude, he brings up a lot of fucking info that I'm like, dude, I could sit here and Codec call you nonstop, but I gotta beat this fucking checkpoint, bro. Like.
Right, like it's almost like I wish this was in cassette form so I can listen to it anytime I wanted.
Yeah, or replay the missions. That give me that, dude.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's kind of sick. Is like I can't replay the missions. So I'm like, dude, like I want to go back and.
It's like the OG Metal Gear experience, you know.
Yeah, it is.
If you missed a Codec call, you're like, fuck, I need to go back
because some things that will only be said in certain sections. Absolutely.
Exactly.
But where I was going with this, I found it funny because he's like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Okay," and he's like, and he slices him right. And then, like, he's sitting there posing, like, all menacing, badass. And I'm like, remember that glass you were trying to break, bro? Like, those kids are still fucking dying right now. Like, can you stop posing and go save these fucking kids? Like,
yeah.
I was like, this is cool. It looks beautiful. But I'm like, dude, those kids are. I'm like, did he save those kids or are they dead? And I guess he did save them. But
well, he was hearing fanfare in his head.
Yeah, no shit. He was
little thing with his sword too.
Yeah, he's assigning his skill points. He's like, I'm gonna put one to speed.
Yeah, he's
I'm gonna
collecting the spoils and shit. Right in his level up to number 8.
Yeah. So in this level, you fight your boss is it's a mech, like a little Gundam, which was fine, but I was sad that it wasn't like an actual like not like the wolf.
Uh-huh.
And I get it. You can't, maybe you couldn't have like a main like cool boss character for every level, but like something else, something that you could have like I said, maybe an octopus. You know, again, I'm not trying to reference Metal Gear Solid. I knew, Chris. I know. I knew we were gonna bring it up. So I said like, fuck. What did I say? It's like saying Alexa when someone's home, but they have a fucking Alexa, right? Noise.
Yeah, you're just setting up a bunch of people's Alexas right now.
No, they're listening to their.
Hey Google.
No. I love it. No, I love it when Noise. You know what I'm talking about. When you go to a person's house and they have no internet, and they're like, you're like, all right, man, what's going on? They're like, yeah, my internet's not working. My Alexa doesn't work. And they're like, Alexa, what time is it? And she's like, I'm sorry, I can't get internet. And then you're like,
you're
working
like, okay. on it, and it's disconnected. And they go, see, it's still not working. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm working on it.
No, but it makes me laugh because I'll be like, I'll say like, so hey, listen, I'm like, I can get your internet working, but I can't do anything about Alexa. Shut up, you know, and it keeps saying it. So now I'm so conscious that I'm like, your thing, I cannot help you with that. You need an app.
I don't even acknowledge it because if I bring any attention to it, they'll be like, oh, can you help me set it up? I'll be like, nope. Like that's
I bring it up when they ask me and they're like, oh, can you help me? Like, no, there's an app for her and I don't have it and I don't have one.
Yeah,
so I don't even know
how to be linked
start.
to your Amazon and all this other shit. Like you deal with that. Have fun.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Like
I don't do Alexas. I don't do Zumos.
That's funny. But no, you fight this robot, and it was a fun enough fight. I found it fine, but I actually something a little bit more.
I wanted to ask you guys: did you guys go back for the optional missions?
I have. I've only gotten a few on this level.
Well, not missions, but like they're like what are they? They're called like backups, right?
Yeah, they're like requests for backup. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
I have.
You haven't?
You think? Because you get like a code. Well, not a code. It doesn't pop up on the screen like a code.
No, Boris does. Yeah.
You mean like when they say on the screen like, oh, so is called for backup?
Yeah.
And there's like a green
I've done those. Okay,
point. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because you get some like extra experience and stuff. I guess I don't even know. Like some of them are just like waves of enemies and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just extra money, I guess, for the next mission, for the next for your next checkpoint or whatever. But you know what? This makes me think about this doctor. Last thing I'll say about him is that like I get it. Raiden was put in a situation where it's like, oh, you surrender, right? The kids are gonna die with the glass, and if you kill George, like you have no more bargaining chip. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even
Well, I
even
mean, he
if
pulled the speed, shoot the hostage.
yeah, he did pull a speed, but that's what I'm trying to say is like, let's just say Raiden foreshadow and starts going a little deranged, right? You know what's to keep Raiden from killing fucking George, and now like he kills you? You know what I'm saying? Like it made no sense. You know, like what's he gonna do with their little gun against a fucking ninja? You know?
Right.
I just thought it was a bad plan for him to walk in the fucking room with Raiden's like, back off right now, back off. I'm gonna kill this kid. It's like,
Well, I
dude,
guess
like if you
he
kill him, then you're
expected
fucked.
him. Yeah. Yeah, I guess he expected. Yeah, I mean, he was bluffing, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
And yeah, I guess he thought he was talking to a hero, which
Yeah,
Raiden
right.
is not in this game. Raiden is not a
Yeah.
hero.
No, he is not.
Yeah, but yeah, I do like those mechs. It took me a minute to figure them out. Like now, it's like 5 seconds for me to take those fucking things out. But the first time I encountered it, this playthrough, not my original. I don't remember my original playthrough, but this time I was like, man, I'm fucking struggling with these fucking guys because like the spin attacks from most enemies get me because they have multiple hits on them,
Oh
and you
yeah.
can't just hold block.
No, you have to time
You
it.
have to
Bam, bam, bam.
you have to
bam.
go forward block, forward block, forward block
Mhm,
again,
mhm.
like every single time. You're pairing everything,
Mhm.
and it's so fucking hard. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's the game's not that punishing, and you can like buy upgrades for your Gatorade and for your fucking health and stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's not too demanding right now, but it's definitely made me step up my game instead of just like I'm no longer playing leaning back. Like I'm actually like sitting up straight while playing now because I'm like, oh shit, I gotta focus.
Mhm.
Especially with was that? Oh no, that was the first mech, the one that's like blocking the spot. Remember, and it's like push
The
him back.
the boss fight. Yeah.
Oh
That was
yeah.
Yeah, so that is the mech. Yeah, I kind of forgot that that's what it was. Yeah, especially with that first one, and it's just like it's. I still haven't really found a way to like avoid those fucking missiles like that chase
yeah.
you.
I didn't find him
Yeah,
too
I haven't either.
annoying.
Because I tried doing the when you fought the helicopter. I remember it would fire those missiles, and you would go into ninja mode, and you could jump on them and go attack the helicopter. I tried doing that a couple times. It didn't. I just
I
got
think
hit by them. Yeah.
I think that's scripted because these other ones are.
Yeah, that was scripted for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I only successfully dodged them once because I was like running hella fast away from it and then just like happened to jump at the right moment and they fucking missed and hit the ground. I was like, oh, thank God, these things suck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of run. I haven't had my problems with it. I do get hit by them every now and then when I'm in the middle of a freaking combo or something and just smack you in the back. But I haven't had a problem with the missiles.
I'm still like also struggling with the fucking camera moving
Yes,
with the left
that's
stick.
Mm-hmm.
well. I'm still struggling when like I'm trying to fight something and the lock on just feels a little off. Like it
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
work. Yeah, the way I would like it to.
That's another button that doesn't make sense. I want to. This is me playing Souls likes. I want to lock on with the right stick. I want to, and then here's my Monster Hunter side. I want to run with R1. Yeah, it's like all these buttons from different games are just like clashing in my brain, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could. It's on PC. Why can't I customize the controls? Why? I don't understand. Like any game that comes to PC, you fucking unlock the controls. Like, I mean, I get that this is like it's a 2013 game, I think, right? And it came out on Steam 2017 or some shit like that.
That's what I was gonna ask. Yeah.
So I get it. It's kind of locked. If the porting team didn't have access, we're fucked. You know, there's no way they can unlock the good customizing controls. I mean, you could if it's mouse and keyboard, obviously,
Yeah.
but I don't know why they couldn't do it for the controller. Pretty dumb. IMO.
But yeah. So that was that. Anything on that level? Anything else, real quick? I
On the second level?
No, the first level. The first level here that we did. Yeah, we haven't even touched the second one. Like,
no,
I just thought it got pretty dark, and that's why I was
Yeah.
like, okay. I was invested. I'm like, all right, this game's getting good.
Well, it became
It's
even
not-
darker for me now that you clarified what happened to
Oh.
George, because
Yeah.
I too was also like, wait, what the fuck happened? And so yeah, and I definitely got like a little choked up when he's like, do it, and I'm like in my brain thinking of my own son.
Mhm.
Like Raiden has no connection to this kid, but well, not directly. He has a connection to him because he's afraid that this kid might go through what he has gone through. So he's like trying to prevent that future for him. So in that way, I like related. Like I look at my kid every once in a while, and I'm like, God, how do I prevent my bullshit? Like all that shit happening to him, and it's just, yeah, I definitely felt that, man. It's different being a parent, man, playing video games and shit.
Mhm.
Especially when that kind of subject matter pops up, you're just like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Mhm.
Uh,
I've that's what I'm saying. When you were talking
Zageki.
about
Zageki is what it's
Zage-
called.
that's what it's called, Sangatsu. That's what
A Zendatsu.
Zenda. Oh yeah. But no, like I said, yeah, I guess I thought it was just pretty dark, pretty sad, honestly. Man. Like just thinking about. I always hate thinking about orphan kids and stuff like that to begin with,
Yeah.
and now these ones are getting fucking destroyed. Like literally. But like Chris said, like their brains were getting sucked up into this freaking database, and then their bodies were literally just getting sold or shit. It was like, god damn, like literally
Yeah.
what happens in that book. But
That's pretty
but
nuts.
yeah, no. So I was gonna say, so this next mission here, I found it funny as hell. So you're driving this car, like Louis says, why the fuck are you driving? Whatever,
Dude,
Right?
I
And
can't. That's when I really noticed because I forgot that he drives in the first level or the first cutscene
yeah.
of the first level we were
Well,
playing.
I mean, it
What
could
the
be a
fuck?
self-driving car. We don't know, but he's still in a car.
Still, he
but
doesn't fucking
but
need it.
so what I thought was funny is, you're in this car, and fucking the police roll up right next to you,
Right.
shoot at you, and then say pull over.
Yes.
I
That
was
is
like,
the
what the
dystopia
fuck?
they live in.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And so at this level, you're I was gonna say Detroit. I don't know what the fuck, it's the police shooting at you for no fucking reason. No, no, you're in Colorado, right? You're Denver. I think you're in Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in the States now, and
Man, if Denver's like that, what is Detroit like
Jesus.
in this future? Christ.
But yeah, so in this level here,
Oakland's a utopia.
no shit, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It just did a 180 and it's just like it's the best
Yeah,
place
right.
to live.
It got yeah, exactly. Full circle eventually, No, but I was gonna say Raiden quit Maverick because
Right.
more or less, not that Maverick won't support this cause. It's more or less, it was more like along some like
Well,
also separate himself from
on
them,
the record, he got fired or like terminated from Maverick.
on the record, really?
Yeah.
I missed
Yeah,
that.
because they were saying,
them to
remember
save
they were
face?
like kind of, it seemed like, yeah, because they're like on the record, like your behavior or something has been erratic lately or something, and we
Mhm.
can't continue to support you, or we can't continue our relationship or something like that. I can't remember what they said.
I'm
'Cause
breaking
I
up with you.
remember at one point writing like, and off the record, they're like, we still got your back. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you come in and you flip your car or some shit like that. They shoot a rocket at you and you slice your car. So this is what I thought was funny. So you fight some police, right? Like you literally fight the police because they're in fucking Desperado's back pocket pretty much, and the
Right.
Senator McCain over here and whatnot. So the point is you fight
I gotta
some
find out what his fucking name is. Hold on.
you fight
Go
some
ahead.
you fight some soldiers here, some policemen. So I won't lie. So when I thought it was funny because like I was fucking around like just chopping up trees and benches and shit, just for shits and giggles. And I went over to chop up
It's German fucking taking a knife to a tree again. Like, how many
Yep.
fucking slashes can I put on this tree?
a lot. Well, yeah, I'm definitely just trying to see what I can do. And then so I chopped up this car. I'm like, I'm chopping it up and shit. And I was like, oh, and by the way, so you guys found the poster? I'm assuming, right?
Yes, a couple.
Okay. Oh yeah, a couple. Chris, you found a poster?
I don't think so.
You haven't found
there's
a poster?
Yeah, there's a chick with a bunch of caution tape covering her private parts.
Okay, I haven't
And
seen
then-
it yet. Huh?
Well, hopefully there's more. I found 2 as well.
I didn't find a poster. I found a standee, like a right.
I found a standee too. Yeah. So I found 2
That's the only
posters
other
and a
thing I
standee.
found. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't find the other
2
poster. Okay.
Yeah, 2 posters. But the point is, it's got caution tape all over it, and then if you go in Sangatsu mode and slice the caution tape off of it, so you get, you get that. Clap.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'd done that, and I went to Codec Call, and that's when I noticed that the only people on your codec was Doctor and Wolf, because I thought I was gonna call like I forgot her name right now, Tits Wiggle Giggle.
Logistics.
Abigail, was it Abigail? Something like that, right? Yeah, I think it was.
Is
It was such a
Or
weird name.
Cindy or something?
We'll figure it out in a minute here. But point is, I was gonna call her and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" But she wasn't there. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I was talking to Wolf for a minute. So then I go over
She
and
wasn't there, huh? That's suspicious.
well, because you're not with Maverick right now. But at the beginning of this level. So, but the point is, I chopped this poster up and I called Doctor, and then I started calling him a lot because he was telling me about George, and he's telling you a bunch of like good info. Like I couldn't remember half of it. He told me.
Does this dome throw off anybody else? It's way too big.
Dude, yeah, it's pretty excessive. Maybe he's got some enhancements too.
But like the size of his head, it's like it's like a bad bald cap in movies. You know what I mean? It's just like, we know you're hiding hair under there, and you just put a bald cap on.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But no. So hold on. So then
Maybe it's a cyborg brain.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
wouldn't doubt if he has some cyber enhancements. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But anyways, like I said, so I called a bunch of Dr. Nick a bunch of times just because I was like, ooh, it's kind of cool, right? So then I was chopping on shit, and I chopped up this car, and I was like, let me call Wolf. Let me see what he says. And I thought it was funny because he's like, right in. He goes, what did he say? Your actions destroyed a perfectly good car. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, this guy's giving me shit. But he meant the car you came in. I'm like, oh, I thought he was like,
yeah,
dude.
I remember that, yeah.
Because I literally like chopped this car up and called him. He's like, your actions have destroyed a perfectly good. I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's like, this game is really detailed, you know, like
Courtney.
Yeah. Courtney, okay.
Yeah.
Courtney, yeah.
Did we also? I think you mentioned Kevin is Phil Lamar.
Somebody did. Somebody
Okay.
told us that it was Phil Lamar.
Yeah. And then the doctor is Jim Ward, who also voices Grennan in Snake Eater.
Oh, wait, okay. Now, okay. So while we're on voices, real quick, is it Quentin for writing? The same, right?
Yes, Quentin Flynn. Yeah.
Okay. Has anyone else noticed, in my personal opinion, Raiden's voice is kind of inconsistent? Like,
I have noticed that in your personal
There's
opinion.
times where it's like very, you know, classic. I'm Jack the Ripper.
I'm trying to be Solid Snake.
Yeah, you know. And there's times where he's just like, yeah, like he's all cool, and I'm like, what the fuck's going? Like, there was one time where I was calling Doctor, and the Codec Calls
to avoid drowning.
Yes, exactly. No. There was one time I called Doctor, and it started off with, Doctor, what you tell me about my nanomachines, right? And it was like, this and this and this and this and this, and then it switched to, oh, that sounds cool, Doctor. But I'm like, wait a minute, he just literally switched voice in that fucking
and it just
conversation. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Whoa!
I wish I would have recorded that soon, but it was like, yeah, he totally changed.
So the chick who voices Courtney voices Rose in digital graphics novel too. Yeah, she does additional voices in the Haven Troopers, like I'm guessing some of the frogs.
Yeah. The or get him or some shit like that. I'm assuming, right?
And this is Portable Ops. Okay, I was like, what the hell? She voices Teleco in Portable Ops. Remember, because you get Teleco from the Acid games. So yeah, she voices Teleco in Portable Ops. That's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Her name is Carrie Walgren.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. No, this level, it was honestly, it was just a repetition of the first level, if you ask me. Just, you know, you're in some city chopping up fucking police cars and shit like that. You go to like a dark stage, like a dark section of the metropolitan of the subway or some shit. What do they call it? The freight trains or something like that.
Yes.
But where you
have to do the night vision. Yeah.
So like I said, so the main subject there I want to get to is when you get to towards the end of this game, and Sam appears. You know, what's his name? Jetstream Sam. He starts appearing to you in these teleprompters, right?
Yeah.
And he's calling you out and stuff. You know, he's like, what are you gonna do, man? These kids, they don't fucking know. You know,
you enjoy all the killing.
Yeah. No, he starts giving you shit about like, well, you're trying to be the hero. You're no fucking hero, man. Like, you know, like, so what? You know, you shut down one fucking. You stop us from kidnapping a few children. There's just more out there. You know, like the world. He gives you this very philosophical kind of speech where it's like the world doesn't care. You know, he goes. The West turns a blind eye, and then you know, and what do you say? The public is too too focused on money, sex, power. You know, it's like the world doesn't give a fuck about them, pretty much, right? It's like, so why are you pretending like you do, like you're some kind of hero, right? He gives you this bullshit, and then he tells you, this is where I thought the game was kind of got really, really good, was he says like, what about all the policemen you've killed, right? He goes, they had families, they have kids, and Raiden's like, they made their choices. Remember, that was back from
yeah, he was saying that.
He's like, they made their choice, right? And he goes, did they really? And he's like, he says something like listen to the inner voice or some shit like that. And all of a sudden you get this little scripted section where these guards, you can, I don't know if it's real. I'm suspecting it might be fake, but you are picking up now what they're thinking.
Right.
So it confused me at first because the guards are like, there you are, we're gonna kill you, piece of shit or whatever, right? And then you hear like, oh God, please don't let me die. And you're like, what?
Yeah, and then sign up for this.
Yeah, and like the whole time, like it's really well done because like the whole time they're physically saying like, take this, you piece of shit, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
But in their thoughts, they're like, oh my God, like, I'm doing this for my mom, or I have nothing left, or, they lied to me. They didn't tell me this was going to happen, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, and you're like, shit. So Raiden gets psychologically damaged here. I thought that was really kind of interesting because in Metal Gear Solid 4, he was quote unquote damaged because he thought he lost his son, and then Rose betrayed him by going with Campbell or whatever. So he was like, I'm just gonna throw myself and hopefully die. He didn't give a fuck anymore, right?
Yep.
But we never really saw what did it to him, right? And here you actually get to see him like killing these soldiers. I was wondering if there's a way to like not kill him. By the way,
I was
actually,
wondering the same thing. Yeah.
yeah. By the way, though,
Killing
I do. Yeah, no, but because I was like, hold on, I was like, right, my dude. I'm like, you don't have to fucking kill them and fucking squirt their Gatorade all over your face, like you could just chop off their hands. Most of these guys are
it's
cyborg.
one or the other.
Yeah.
I'm like, right. The whole point is to keep them from being able to engage you. So again, yeah, you can chop off their hands, or again, like I said, what happened to your blue sword? Use the blue sword and
I was
knock
gonna
them
say
out.
that. Press square.
yeah, for squares,
Right,
right?
Chris? Press square.
Yep.
I was like, I get it, like
everybody.
like I get where they're going with, but I'm like, this Metal Gear has been known for like being able to beat it without killing anyone. So I was like, right, and like just don't kill him, bro, because there was one dude I was fighting on the rooftops that I was able to get into the Sangatsu really quickly and chop off his legs. And that son of a bitch is still trying to get you, and like he's like literally
Just put the
crawling.
scratch.
Yeah, he's crawling on the ground. It's like, come here, you piece of shit. It reminded me of like Chucky. I'm like, what the fuck? So I just went
Oh
in
man,
Sangatsu mode, just chopped him up. Like, dude, stop it! Like, stop! You're dead.
You're like trying to walk away, and he's holding on to your leg, and you're like trying to kick him off. Like,
dude.
stop it!
He pretty much was like, dude, like what, just stay on the ground, bro. Just pretend you're dead. Like, but anyways, yeah,
just pretend you're dead.
Like I literally was gonna leave him alone, but he kept crawling at me. All right, I guess I'll kill him. But yeah, Sam gives you this whole speech, and then these guards come through, right? And then you're like, fuck, kind of like you can't move anymore, like, or you feel like Snake was when he's walking down a corridor, just kind of barely.
Well, they overpower you because you can't focus, so they actually like fuck you up pretty well, and so now that's why you're hurt, and that's why you have to like. They tell you like try not to engage in any combat. Which did you guys successfully make it through without fighting anyone?
I did. Okay,
all
so
the way.
Yeah.
To the like the actual circle, right?
Until you have to fight the guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You did it, Noise? Did you or what?
No, I did. Yeah, I just didn't know if you guys because I was like, is there any way to avoid those last like 2-3 guys?
No.
There's no way.
That's checkpoint. That's literally what you have to do.
Yeah,
because I tried to. I'm like, is there any way? I'm like, can I pull out a smoke grenade? I'm like, no. By the way, they call the fucking smoke grenade red phosphorus.
White phosphorus or what's
red? I think it's
okay.
I think it's this red phosphorus. And I actually didn't read descriptions. On one section, I was like, ooh, red phosphorus, a fire grenade. Let me throw this at this group of soldiers. And it was fucking smoke. I'm like, what the fuck? I looked at the script. I was like, oh, I picked the wrong one. I'm like, oh no, this is just smoke. I'm like, call it a smoke grenade, man. That's what it's always been. Like, but yeah, so then these guards here just wreck you because you're literally just swinging one handed. You got your spunk is gone.
Actually not true. MGS4, it's called WP grenades
for smoke.
White phosphorus grenades. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they're fire. They're not smoke.
What is where there's smoke? Isn't there fire?
No, there's white phosphorus grenades, but they're fire. They're like the Molotovs. At least that's what at least in Metal Gear 3 for sure. WP grenades are fire. There are white phosphorus, but it's fire.
What the shit is red phosphorus? Fire. Okay. Yeah.
But
anyway.
But anyways, you get to this final boss, or not the final, but the boss fight here, which what's his name? Monsoon something? Monsoon. Yeah. Just like that, huh? Monsoon. Now, I won't lie. Like I said, Mistral, Mistral, and this fucker here definitely give me like goofiness. Like they're definitely like almost don't fit in, right? In my opinion, right? They almost look like they almost don't quite fit in because you're like they're a little too goofy, but it works, man.
I don't know if it's goofy. I think they're very anime.
Yeah. Like I said, like hold on, Mistral with her hands, when she's like popping all the hands. I'm like, okay, it's kind of goofy, but it was cool. It worked out pretty cool. This fucker, when he jumps down, he kind of reminded me of what's that game from Switch, the fucking stretch arms. No, no, no.
Oh.
Well, yeah, the boss fight for sure, but the Rock'em
Arms.
Sock'em Arms. Yeah, when he comes in like in sections, like I'm like, okay, I'm like, it's kind of goofy, and it's got the magnetic like lines going. I'm like, but I also get it. I'm like, it is kind of fucking cool, you know. I'm like,
It's
all
like
right.
fighting Hero's robot from Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
Because it's just magnets and it's held together. It's like, you're not gonna do any damage to this fucking guy. Like,
I'm actually surprised we didn't get to see this guy without his mask. Like I thought we were gonna break his mask, and then we'd get to see his face. But yeah. So it's this fucking dude, Monsoon, and Sam are there, and so by the way, so actually, Monsoon is giving this whole fucking speech. You know,
Yep, the cliche monologue. Yep.
Yeah, kill or be killed, blah blah blah. You know, etc. Right. When you get control of Raiden, you can kind of look left and right. Did you guys see a little Easter egg here?
I did see some. I saw the cat. Yeah.
Yes, the guard playing with
soldier
the cat.
interacting with the cat. Yep.
Yeah. The soldier on the right.
Yeah.
It was
little cat comes up and a soldier like bends down. I was scared at first. I was like, he's gonna kill it. He's gonna kill it.
Don't kill it.
But he kind of bends down, lets the cat sniff his hand. He gives it a couple pets. The cat rubs up on him and then starts to walk away. He kind of like, aw, like come back.
Yeah,
but
dude, he waves at it like bye. You know, I was like, dude, I'm like, that's me right there. like bye. That's just a little Easter egg. By the way, actually, did you guys find the cat on mission? I guess 1 would have been the beach. The first mission.
No.
Yeah, there's a cat. That I think it's the same model cat. Honestly, there's a cat on the beach, and I knew nothing would happen, and I also kind of slightly had memories of seeing like a did you know gaming kind of thing. If you try and attack this cat, like he'll just dodge you instantly. Like you can't kill it. Like you can't even hurt it. Yeah. You swing at the cat, he just does backflips the whole time. You're like, dude, that's kind of cool. So actually, kind of kept swinging at him and made him backflip all the way into the ocean just to see what would happen. And they didn't program it correctly because he's just walking underneath the water. Like it's not there. And I'm like, you guys could have made him swim or something, fuckers. But whatever. But yeah, so yeah, that guard is playing with the cat, and this game has achievements. I'm assuming, right? Because I haven't gotten any. I'm assuming that's got to be like one of those. One of those achievements. Did you get an achievement by that or no? Do you know, Chris?
I don't think so.
Oh, so yeah. But anyways,
I've been getting achievements fucking left and right in this game.
I must have mine turned off on this.
The notifications maybe.
Yeah. I must have.
But you can check them on Steam. You can just
I'll check them on Steam. But anyways, he gives you this whole speech and he's like, all right, he's like, I'm gonna kill you now or some bullshit. And then Raiden comes up with like, yeah, man, you know what? Like, I was afraid of who I was, but I am Jack the Ripper, you know, blah blah blah. And it's like I am a fucking killer or some bullshit. He gets his resolve, his Ichigo Kurosaki, like, I guess I will have to kill you kind of bullshit, you know? Even though he just had it for like the last 2 missions, which was like they made their choices, now he forgot it, now he got it back. I don't know, whatever the fuck's going on here. But but you get your resolve back.
Remember who you are.
And
CNN.
What's funny is freaking Sam actually goes like, I'll fight you. Like he gets excited because he sees like this time you're a different man, you know? He's like, ooh, I'll take you on, right? And he starts to pull out his sword, and fucking Monsoon's like, no, you go meet up with the boss or some bullshit. Like, I'll take care of him.
So this was mine.
Yeah, and Sam, you can tell Sam's obviously going to be close to the final boss, or, towards the end of the game here.
Which is weird because Monsoon seems to be his boss.
Well, again, it's that classic, like,
because he says, this you're the boss. See you later.
Yeah, exactly. Monsoon must be like directly working for the Senator McCain. You never looked him up, by the way. Did you? Or no?
Oh, shit. That's right. I was looking at all these other names and I didn't fucking find his.
Yeah, he must be like his personal, like, not personal guard, but you know what I'm saying? Like a, contact versus Sam is just working for what, Diablo? I forgot already. Whatever his company is.
Armstrong.
Armstrong, that's his name? Armstrong.
Senator Armstrong.
And so Sam's like, you are my client, therefore you are my, or not client. I am your client, so you're the boss. But I'm better than you, kind of concept.
Okay.
But Sam was ready. Because, by the way, you get stabbed, right? A soldier comes in and stabs you. And you laugh at this blade being stabbed in you, right? And it's a diabolical laugh. It's a good laugh. But I just think it's so funny. Everyone's like, oh, oh, he just got stabbed. Like, motherfucker, like we're all getting stabbed left and right. Like we're constantly being, it's like, how is this surprise?
But this
Again,
was in a cutscene, German.
I know it's in the
This was
cutscene,
in
so
a
it's special.
cutscene.
It's
Yeah,
special.
people
I know.
died from cutscene stabs, not
Yeah,
game
yeah.
stabs.
And
Yeah,
cutscene
yeah.
gunshots.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but freaking game, you can take a rocket to the face and you'll be fine with the ration, right?
I'll
Mhm.
drop to the chips. I'll
Um,
drop to the face.
oh yeah, by the way, yeah, and he tells doctor, turn off my pain inhibitors.
Right.
And the doctor's like, oh, I don't know. But it made me
Well, he
mad a
says
little.
like, what does he say? He's like, this is madness.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say, madness? This is Sparta.
But so I called doctor again. I mean, I called him a bunch of times, and in one of them, Codec Calls, he says, doctor, he goes like, because he's like, oh, how's your body doing, right? And blah blah blah. And he's like, oh, it's like, he goes, it's weird. He goes, I can feel pain, but it doesn't hurt. He goes, does it make any sense? And doctor says, of course. He goes, pain. It gives you a whole explanation of like why pain exists, and it's evolutionary for survival, blah 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 blah. But he says that pretty much what Raiden has and all soldiers have is the pain is still registering. It's your brain is still saying like, ow, that hurt, but the actual hurt isn't hurting, if that makes any sense. Because he tells them, you still fighting without any kind of pain, even the data of pain would be suicide, right? Obviously, because you wouldn't know you're freaking getting killed, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't even know if you lost a limb.
Yeah, exactly. And so when he says like turn off my pain receptors, and it's like, but you just established that like
Inhibitors.
yeah, it's like you feel it, but you don't feel it. So like, what does turning them off really do other than let you fight to the death? Which
No, so what the pain inhibitors, what they're doing is they're suppressing real pain.
Yeah.
Oh,
So him asking, he wants to feel the pain.
Oh, yes, that because he says pain. This is why I fight. I get you now. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. That makes more sense now. I like it. I like it better now.
And
Way better.
and that sets him into the what is the Monster Hunter mode for all you weeps out
Demon
there?
Rage.
No, not that
Oh.
one.
Like Prowler mode?
No, for Longsword.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Longsword, the
Yeah.
Helmbreaker.
No, the whole reason you
Spirit combo.
yeah, when you're building up you build up the red meter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's basically what's going on is like he's built it up and now it's maxed out. So
That makes more sense now, Noise. Thank you for clarifying that for me. So yeah, so he's like, I
No
want to feel
problem.
this because it's like he likes it. He literally says pain. This is why I fight. So
Yeah.
okay, all right, interesting. I did not know that's
it tickles
what
his
yeah. But anyway, so you start this fight with fucking what's his face here? What did you guys think?
Monsoon. Yeah, Chris.
I liked it. It made me think. The things that, like those giant metal things that you like spins at you.
Yeah.
I tried blocking those at first and found out quickly that does not work.
Yeah.
So then I just started running around and dodging them.
Are you talking about the Katamari?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katamari, literally.
Katamari
It is
Damacy.
Katamari, yeah.
That's what it's like to be on the other side.
Yeah. Because at first he picks up those tanks and helicopters and throws those at you. Those are easy. You just go in with Zenkai mode or whatever and chop them up, and that's fine. And then he jumps to the other side and he starts throwing those other things at you, and it's like, oh, you can't just chop them up. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I hate that kind of inconsistency. I hate when they do that. It's like because I tried to do Zenkai mode. I'm like, oh, it's just bigger, so I'm gonna have to slash really, really fast. Nope. I'm like, oh, just dodge it. I'm like, dude, come on.
Yeah, because they're just giving you like pickups, pretty much. It's just free pickups.
They give you EMP grenades, which I was using against them. Did you guys use those against them?
No, but
yeah,
I
those
haven't used anything at all yet.
Oh
so.
yeah, Chris said he hasn't.
When you play on
them.
normal, it is necessary for a certain phase in the fight where you can't slash at him at all. Like he'll fucking avoid every single thing, so you have to throw a grenade unless you manage to do it, German.
No, I do the EMPs on him too because I remember when I was finally going through my equipment too. I was like, what else do I have? And I was like, EMP, like, and there's a jamming one and there's an EMP one. Which
what's the jamming one do?
It says it.
Sir, on radar, it's jam.
I'm assuming it's so they can't call.
I believe it's strawberry.
I don't fucking.
It just starts playing Bob Marley.
We jamming.
I wanna jam your codec.
But no, yeah. Any deaths? Did you guys die? Did you guys manage to kill him successfully?
I killed him successfully. Yeah, first try.
Yeah, actually, first try. Another thing.
I was
Same.
low on health, but I did kill him. Yeah.
Well, I won't lie to you. Definitely I've gotten better since the first playthrough. Now I'm more used to the stuff. I still hate certain, like I said, lock-on features and whatnot.
Oh, actually,
but
I lied. I did die at the end. You know where like it's the scripted part.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just a second too late.
Oh, I did too. You're right. I did.
And it's that stupid cutscene where you're just like falling, and it's like, right, you're supposed to be stronger than this, and it's just like,
yeah,
fuck you, dude. I missed that QTE.
Right, yeah. And
Wait,
I tried again, and it brought me back to right there. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a QTE because like right when you're at the end of the fight, I don't know if you noticed, it says saving content, which means it's saving the checkpoint. And so if you miss the QTE, you die.
Oh no shit, really?
Same thing happens with the Metal Gear Ray at the beginning of the game. You miss a certain cutscene or a certain
prompt.
Yeah,
QTE.
a certain button QTE, and then you fucking just die.
Oh really? Maybe that happened to me too on Metal Gear, but for sure on this one,
that's the only death that happened with me on that one. So that I don't count that shit as bullshit. That's not the fight.
Yeah, because I think I got mine. I think I just pressed it too soon, and I didn't hold it or something.
I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah, and it's like you died, and I was like, "What? I pressed the button."
How'd you like the when he does his smoke bomb thing?
Yeah. It was kind of cool.
Oh yeah,
I love fights like that. I love like ninja fights where it's like he just keeps teleporting behind you, and you gotta block him every time. It's fun. I love that.
How'd you do with that, Chris?
It was interesting. He caught me off guard the first couple times I did it, but I started getting used to it. So
I wonder how fast it is on easy because it's fucking fast on normal.
What's fast?
It's pretty fast on easy. It could be faster on normal. I wouldn't be surprised or hard, but
yeah, just him coming out of the smoke.
Dude, I'm playing on hard, and I won't lie, like it felt pretty easy to catch him, like to block him. Like I didn't feel challenged.
I wonder if it's just the same speed all across the board. It's probably just damage.
Damage, exactly. That's what I want to say because I'm watching some gameplay here in the background, so I can refresh my memory on everything. Even though
you
I just
did it.
Well, not this fight. The sewer stage was 2 days ago. Yeah. But what was I saying? Yeah, so I think I'm watching this gameplay, and I think he's on easy because he's got 10 fucking life meds or whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah, Christ. And so I think I maxed out on 5 for my 3. I think 3 is what I maxed out on. So, anyways, the speed seems the same. So it looks like it's just the damage that the enemies do, and that's what I was gonna say. I'm playing this on hard, and since our last episode, I have died 0 times. Actually, I fell off a roof once, and that was bullshit, so I don't count that.
Oh, yes. That one part of the level, right after you to take the elevator up?
Yeah.
Is that where you fell?
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. I fell like 20 times there.
I'm trying to picture where, because I also fell off a fucking building somewhere.
So I fell off twice.
You have to run across that stupid crane thing and jump
to
the building.
No, so I didn't fall off the crane. I fell off that next building because I was like, jump from here, and I jumped from there, and it was like, nope, and I died. And then the section, like a little bit after that, where there's one hostage, and that I was telling you I was using smoke grenades. I was throwing smoke grenades, and I would run in there and execute one of the guys real quick, the guy with the gun, right? And during combat, I fucking my lock on or whatever, or I don't know what happened, but Raiden, like the combo I was doing, caused Raiden to do like a jump kick, from the ground upwards, and I jumped off the fucking building. And I was like, what the fuck? And Raiden. I'm like, bullshit, fuck you, game. I'm getting so mad. Like,
no, I remember where it happened to me. It actually happened to me going to get one of those boxes. I overshot it, and I fell off the building. Like I was literally just like right next to it, just about to hit it, and I think I did the slide thing and just went, just kept going. I was like, fuck, there's no way to recover, dude.
Yeah.
I wish there was like just like you said, like a double jump. Just if you're in the air, can you jump in the air? Because like my brain almost thinks of like Smash Brothers. Like, okay, I'm a ninja. I should be able to jump off of an invisible object here, like in Smash Brothers, so I can recover or something. But it's just
I mean, this is futuristic. Just say that your boots create a magnetic field underneath you to allow you to jump one more time. That's it.
Yeah,
yeah. Like it needs to roll a double jump. I will allow.
If they just fix the camera, that's all I really want.
Yeah,
that's the one thing that's really getting me.
Yeah, same. The camera,
because like it fucks with like trying to lock onto somebody.
It does. Well, that's what I'm telling you. When you're locked on, when there's like multiple enemies and you're locked on, if you use the right joystick, it'll just swap between the lockable
exactly. It'll
characters.
Change your target.
Yeah, and you're like, dude, I just want to. Actually, in this stage here, when hey, this guy died too, and that quick time event.
It's so dumb because you're just like, you're not ready for it.
He died too. Holy shit, that's hilarious. No, in the section right before this, when you're walking up and you're all jacked up, right? And I was like, try not to fight anyone. I was like, okay. And I was clearly walking forward, and I was turning I turned my camera to the left so I can see the guards in the, make sure they're where their distance was, right? It constantly is moving the camera to behind your back, and I'm like, bro, I'm purposely moving the camera this way. Can you leave it there? And it just keeps putting it behind your back. So I was
same thing when you're in the box.
Really? Okay.
It was like I wasn't even moving, and it was like rotating the camera on me. Like, dude, I'm not moving. What are you doing?
Yeah. and I get it. I get a self adjusting camera, but when you override it as the player, the game should know, like, oh, he moved it here, let me leave it here, kind of thing, Yeah, that was pissing me off. Again, I didn't get caught or nothing, but I was like, that's just not right. You shouldn't do that,
I mean, it's an old game. It's up, 2013.
At least it's not the camera from Mario 64.
That one's fine, dude. I mean,
sometimes
it kind of does the same thing. I don't know. I think it's just because I played that game a million times, so I'm biased. But actually, the game came to PC the year after.
I was gonna say I looked it up too. Yeah, in the next year.
That's crazy. But
that's
so that's why it suffers. It suffers from fucking early 2000s. Mechanics.
I don't know, because I'm gonna throw it out there. Metal Gear Solid 3, Subsistence, and 4. You can move your camera and walk in the complete opposite direction, and it won't fix the camera for you.
Right. But I mean, this type of game, like a beat 'em up, fast, running around type of thing. I'm guessing that's a mechanic in those games too. That
I get. I mean, in theory, you would always want the camera pointing forward, but because there is some stealth or abilities,
just some slow parts where I'm looking for treasures and shit. The camera's fighting me.
Yeah, exactly. You're kind of trying to look around corners, and you move forward. Stop fucking moving this camera.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking annoying.
But anyways, you fight this dude. I had no beef with him. I literally beat him and stopped right there. So I have not clicked X yet.
Same.
And so I'm hoping we get his weapon, the scythes, because he uses size.
Oh yeah, the Raphael weapons.
Yeah, he uses size. So I was like, okay, cool.
Go ninja, go.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Definitely. If the next boss has we technically already have a bow staff. So the next
we have bow staff,
nunchucks.
Oh my god, they're ninja.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Nunchucks.
Right. It's like right, and I figured out a way you can break up that staff and use them as two fucking individuals. So you're like, all right, now you're fucking. This is nunchucks. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, because I was gonna say I'm going for those left arms because Doctor did say, "Is like, get me those left arms. Don't forget." He goes, I might even be able to create something cool for you. And I'm like, fuck you, game. Now you're making me want to get them all because it might be a cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you a nice golden.
Even though he's got that huge collection already, yeah.
And yeah. By the way, he is definitely a little creepy because he said something about like brains. He was talking about the brains, and he's like, oh man, he goes, so many brains, so much data. It's also not fascinating.
Yeah, he's definitely edging on mad scientist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I was like, who did I say I had my sus for? Was my sus? My sus was for Christina. What's her name again? Abigail? Courtney. Right. I said my sus is Courtney, right? That's what I voted on.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Did we talk about susses?
I did, at least. I brought up a sus.
Okay.
For me, it was either Courtney or fucking Doc. Those are my sus. I trust Boris and I trust Kevin, aka Siggins, aka X Siggins.
I
like X Siggins. No, I trust those guys. Oh, by the way, you fight another wolf unit here, and for a second there, I thought it was our wolf friend. Do you guys remember that? Yeah, you fight another wolf, and I thought it was our friend, but it's.
Oh yeah, when you're fighting one of the mechs or a couple mechs.
Oh yeah,
a wolf shows up
as backup or whatever. Yeah,
and you fight some ravens also.
Yeah, some raven winged soldiers or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, in that elevator area, that's where there's another box, another dude.
Oh yeah. Okay, I think that's your first one I found. That's the first one I was like, hey, look at that.
Okay. Box. Well, there's a dude before that.
Yeah. Damn. I want to find them all now.
Oh, and by the way, for any of our listeners, if you watch One Piece at all, what was the last boss's name?
Monsoon.
Yeah, is basically Buggy the Clown.
Yeah. I can totally see that. Yeah.
You seen One Piece?
Me? I know a little. I only know I know very little. I know who Buggy was. I knew when he had quote unquote died, and then he came back, and I'm like, he didn't die, and they're like, nope, he didn't die. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
He can separate any part of his body, right? Like
Yeah, the chop fruit. Yep.
yeah, chop.
By the
But
way,
no
I like
noise.
that elevator cutscene where you had to like cut the
Oh
cables.
yeah.
I was
But
like,
by
this
the
is
way,
fucking sick.
elevators don't work like that. But sure, you know,
Yeah.
like there's other safety mechanisms, but you know, whatever.
Yes, we've all watched Speed. We know.
Well, no, but
No, I'm just kidding.
no. But what's to say? No noise. When
Maybe not
so
in the
you brought
future.
it. Yeah, I guess in the future it's like, nah, we're good with just
Hey,
the
we don't
cables.
care. If they fucking fall down, who cares?
We'll just get them
cyborg, whatever.
We'll just harvest their
Well,
bodies.
well, yeah, they'll become cyborgs. That's it. No big deal.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no shit. They really there was a conversation with Doc about like how you know the civilian side of the augmentations. And he's like, do the civilians use nano blah 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 carbon tubing? He's like, no. He goes, that's shit's for military only. Civilians use standard this and that. And I was like, dude, like the whole world is fucking mechanized. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But no noise. You brought it up when I mentioned Monsoon here. I did get. I was like, dude, I might have to like chop like perfectly like I said, his helmet and like in between his limbs or whatever. Because in the Skyward Sword, you know, the boss Xant, or not just him, but plenty of bosses. You were like, or enemies.
Xant?
You like had was that his name? No, Xant's not him.
Xant's from Twilight Princess, right?
Yeah. Agrim, something like that. Giraham,
yeah.
Giraham,
man, that boss. That's the one thing I would like Chris to experience is the original, because the fucking Joy-Cons suck for that game. With the real Wii remote, like that fight is so fucking hard, and you have to be so precise.
Dude, I would be like hold your sword to like I'm like look over here, and he's like over here, like and when he locks onto the spot,
you lured
like,
him,
yeah. Like come on, boy, come on, look over here. No, yeah, and then like the second phase of his fight or the final fight with him, it was epic. I was like, oh, that game was so good. Anyway,
yeah, I don't even know how you would do it, but just without the fucking
it's just like this game. You just Joy-Con, right, Chris? Your joystick to do the slashes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh.
But yeah. So yeah, I beat this boss, and then I said I stopped. I'm interested in where it's going. I want more. I want to keep playing. I really, really, really did. But I said we got to get on the episode, you know. But I think this is the second time I've done that, right? Where I literally beat it like as we started recording. I'm like, I just fucking beat it. Like, I think a couple of you've done it for sure. Noise. We're like, I'm actually playing in the background, so you guys keep going.
Well, that was last episode. I haven't done that at all. That was my first time doing that because I was like, fuck, I didn't reach checkpoint. I gotta fucking get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any final notes, Chris?
Now that I know how to use items, that'll make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Like, I mean, they're not necessary, but
no.
Yeah,
I mean, it helps with that hostage situation.
Yeah,
sure.
Like shocking everybody and fucking luring them away because it pulls them away from that timer. Because if you get spotted, that timer starts and that animation starts, and he'll just shoot them.
Yeah.
But if you EMP them, it knocks them out of that fucking animation, and they just focus on you.
Or like what I did when I was throwing the smoke grenades, I killed the one that has his gun towards him, right? So I was able to quote unquote save him from being executed. So then he's on the ground all cowarding, and during the fight, they fucking I was gonna point that out. They can hurt each other. That's what I found was kind of cool. Like they can actually shoot each other with bullets and RPGs.
Yep. And everything.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty realistic.
And so will the hostage.
Yep. And my hostage died. Like, you stupid bitch. Dude, I reset that section so many times. Trying not to
save the hostage. I've also killed the hostage myself.
Oh, you can't kill him too? Oh.
Yeah, you can kill him too. I was like fucking Zendatsuing them because I was doing like the slide thing. I was like, and I looked down and he's already on the floor, and I was like, fuck.
I think I might have done that too. But no, yeah. So freaking I did like that, and yeah, like Nose was saying, yeah, they're not necessary, but the smoke grenades are nice to have, or the EMPs for the stupid scarabs. You know, you could definitely shock those assholes and then just run in there and kill them real quick.
Yeah, rockets for some ravens and shit.
I haven't done too many rockets. Grenades are okay when they're in a little group. Just throw a grenade in there. But
I did one while we're in the rooftops because I was like, I don't want to deal with these goddamn ravens, and I shot one with an RPG, and then and then there was a couple dudes like on the side of the building, and I was like, what does this do? And I threw the hologram thing.
Yes. I was gonna ask
because I didn't know exactly what it was. I was like, what the fuck is this thing? And I threw it, and it was just like, huh? And it's literally the porn magazines.
Yeah, it's a hologram of it.
Okay.
It's a pinup. It says pinup hologram, I think.
That's
Now,
okay, yeah.
I wasn't sure if like he placed them, so that's why I hadn't used one yet. Because I'm like, because I was
I
doing
threw
some
it hella
classic.
far.
Yeah, I was doing some classic Metal Gear. What do you call it? AI manipulating, where I was like, "Huh, what's that?" And then I have him walk all the way, to a certain spot, and then I'd kill him somewhere else, to not avoid guards and shit. And so I hadn't done a pinup yet, and I'm like, I'm like, do you place them or do you throw them? And you throw them. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I will admit that the throwing arc or the throwing mechanic is a little stupid, because sometimes you'll clearly see that the arc is, going like past the wall, and you throw it and it smacks the wall. You're like, dude, the little arc showed me that it wasn't going to hit the wall, and it did, like, piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty primitive on the physics.
Mhm.
Reticle versus physics. Yeah, because like that's the one thing with third-person games back in the day. Like you couldn't be as accurate because your reticle is actually pointing. It's offset. It's not like a first-person shooter where you're like, where I'm looking, that's where it's gonna go. So yeah, like they hadn't figured that out yet as far as projectiles and shit like that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you mean.
Well, it's perfect for melee, but for like any kind of projectile, you're just like, oh, God, I hope I fucking hit the right thing.
But yeah, no, nothing else. Like I said, I'm really digging this game. Like I said, I see all the love. Like I said, I speaking of too, last thing I'll say, I guess, is that new Konami press play thing they called it.
Yeah, Chris was watching that
Press
before.
start.
Yeah,
press start. There you go. Was by the way, I love the up down down,
intro?
but then it says press start. I'm like, no, just start, and then the play could have come out of the start. I'm like, whatever. But when they were talking about Metal Gear Delta, and I'm like, dude, because we're getting Secret Theater is coming back.
Yes,
Not only is it coming back, we're getting
yes.
new ones. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
thank you. So it definitely looks like there's some love being put into that game too, and I'm like, dude, I'm excited.
I like how you get it too. They're
Oh
actual
yes,
items you have to get.
yes, you actually got to find them on soldiers now. I'm like, yes,
Mhm.
dude, that's what I'm saying. That
Where
little
we gotta find
detail
what?
right there. The Secret Theater.
Oh,
They're
okay.
not just unlocked. You actually got to find them on guards now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they keep saying and more, and we're like, dude, like, oh, dude, I kind of like, but I hate that we're getting Snake versus Monkey, but fucking Xbox is getting fucking Bomberman. I'm like, what?
I know.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
yeah, that's right.
Oh man.
I'm like so mad. I'm like, dude, I want Bomberman. That looked pretty cool too. That mode looked
Yeah.
awesome. I'm like, fucking asshole.
I'm actually kind of okay with it. Like, I don't know. The Bomberman my first Bomberman was Bomberman 64,
Okay.
which ruined all the other Bombermans for me. Because when I tried playing other Bombermans, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like the classic grid and all that shit. And for me, Bomberman was like, well, it's almost like Mario, where it's like a little open level and you go and like do puzzles and whatever. And I want that Bomberman back. Like it was so unique. And I think there was a second one, like a follow-up on 64, but it wasn't as good as the first one. But man, I want that version of Bomberman back too. And I wish I enjoyed like the OG gameplay of Bomberman, because I'm just like, I don't know. I got spoiled by the newer version. Which is funny because then they went back to the original formula after that. It's probably because they probably got backlash like, this is a Bomberman, and I'm over here like, I like it, I'm the one Metal Gear Rising fan going like, isn't this what all Metal Gear is? No.
Well, like I said, for me, I will admit that like I feel very confused. Not confused. Yeah, confused.
Conflicted?
Conflicted. There you go. Thank you. It brings me back to the early 2000s of the exclusives. That bullshit of Soul Calibur, Xbox gets
Yoda
Spawn,
and,
Nintendo,
Vader.
Yeah, the Xbox, what do you call it? Switch got Link, PlayStation got Spawn. Or whatever.
GameCube got Link.
GameCube got Link. Stuff like that. And I'm like, it's cool if it's timed, in my opinion. If it's like, hey,
there should be
if they eventually give us Bomberman, then I'm all for it. But if it's like, if I ever want to play the Bomberman version, I have to play it on Xbox. I'm like, dude, I just want to play that Bomberman version. That looked cool, It just reminds me of, like I said, back in the day when it was like, you really felt like you needed all consoles to get the full experience of a game,
But wait, doesn't that mean we're going to get that anyways? Because we're on PC.
That's true. Yeah, Xbox Game Pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have Xbox.
I was just thinking that. Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. Is it Game Pass exclusive, or is it just?
I don't know.
It said Xbox exclusive.
I think it's just Xbox. So
yeah.
But we're on PC. It's Windows. That's the thing. It's Microsoft.
Yeah.
So I guess you'll get Bomberman, but you won't get the the apes then. So you're not gonna get apes if you buy it on PC then.
Well, if you get it through Game Pass, but if you get it on Steam, it won't have it.
It won't have either.
Well, Steam will have the Ape Escape.
But I thought the ape said
Snake
PlayStation.
versus Ape. It's PlayStation and Steam, yeah.
PlayStation and Steam for the
I'm
ape.
pretty sure.
So it says
Okay.
Steam will have the Snake versus Monkey version.
Okay.
Is this going to be on Game Pass? Did they say that?
I don't know about that. So I don't think it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, I don't
so
think
so it must be
That's
Xbox like Xbox
console.
hardware. Yeah, hardware. Yeah.
But everything's in Xbox now.
But it's still not. It's a Microsoft, but it's not an Xbox. I think that's what they're trying to go with. Even though it's Windows, which is Microsoft, it's not Xbox.
Yeah. Snake versus Bomberman and Delta. Yeah, I could do with that Bomberman.
I want to play it. You're like
apes. What?
but yeah,
apes.
That's about it. Like I said, I won't lie. I'll definitely play more of the apes this time. I didn't play too much of it that first time around. I just was like, I was playing so much 3. I was like, I don't give a fuck about apes.
I loved it. It was great.
But I'll play more of it now. What? And then yeah. Now I'm excited to get all this to get theaters. I'm wondering if it's gonna be like MGS2 with the dog tags, where like you got to beat it on different difficulties. You know, like if different difficulties will have different guard positions.
Fuck, I want dog tags back. It was so addictive.
Oh yeah. No, they also said that the boss fights
more, so it could be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They keep saying more and more and more, and I'm like, that's why I'm so excited. They said that the boss fights will be more or less the same, but they've tweaked their AIs a little bit and whatnot. And I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, it's a stone's throw away, man. It's freaking 2 months out. I'm excited as hell.
Not included in Game Pass.
No, okay. See,
so yeah, it's just the console. Idiots.
It's probably not gonna be available on that next. Was that ROG Ally they're working on the Xbox version? Have you seen that?
Why won't it be available on that?
Well, I'm thinking it probably won't be. Will it?
Why?
I'm
I don't know
why.
I don't. Is that an Xbox? Is that considered an Xbox?
Oh, I get what you're saying. No, it's a handheld PC.
Yeah. So
yeah, this seems dumb. But since we are on PC, I do not doubt that there will be someone modding it and putting fucking Bomberman in it.
Yeah.
Like somehow transferring the data over. You can't stop us, Konami.
Or it'll be like 2 years later, it'll be a DLC on Steam. Watch.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like as far as someone like patching it in or something like that, yeah, probably. We'll see. If they do like release as DLC, Chris, I hope it's not 2 years. I hope it's like 6 months and it's fucking free. It better not fucking charge. That would piss me off a little bit.
They'll charge for it.
Oh yeah.
It's Konami.
It's any AAA game company.
Yeah, let's not forget what company is doing this to us.
Yeah.
Never forget, Konami. We'll never fucking forget.
Shit. But yeah, that's it for me as far as I'm concerned. Like this game is kicking ass right now. Totally digging it.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm playing through it again because, like I said, I just fucking powered through it the first time, and this time I'm taking my time with it. And even yesterday, like I was like, oh shit, I gotta hit checkpoint. I was still like listening to the Codec Calls, and then I was like, oh my god, these things are beating me up. I gotta slow down and think about what I'm doing. So it was fun. And
what's funny for me is that like I purposely picked hard because I didn't want to just like because I was like I might just slash through my way through it like you said. So I put hard so I would have to take my time, and I didn't even need to because I'm like enjoying it so much. I'm calling these guys up. I'm like I want to know all the little secrets and backgrounds and all the stuff. It's a true Metal Gear game, except for obviously it's not snaking. It's not it's a little different. But I mean in spirit it's Metal Gear.
With the option to sneak, yeah.
Yeah, option to sneak, but it in spirit, it's all there. It's all there. Codec calls, lore,
humor.
You name it. Yeah, humor, fucking yeah, it's all there, man.
Did you guys buy your mariachi outfit so you can wear it anytime?
No,
yeah,
I did buy my Gray Fox.
Oh yeah, me too.
About the Gray Fox. Yeah,
I gotta save up for my my ninja sword, my Gray Fox.
Yeah,
sword.
yeah.
Shit's fucking 200,000, dude.
Yeah,
and I keep buying upgrades, and I'm like, but the upgrades are necessary.
I know I should stop buying upgrades too, but yeah,
can't help it. I become stronger, better, faster.
Yeah, you literally do. You literally do become fucking stronger.
Yeah, dude. All right. Well, next checkpoint is obviously what is it? It's
5, 6.
No,
4, 5. Yeah, because it started with 0. It's so dumb. But yeah.
So
4, 5. Yeah. Which I'm guessing there would be another boss. Let me look ahead real quick.
I'm assuming there is. Better be a boss. You said there's 8? How many chapters?
Yeah, so we're halfway through the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like there is another boss. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, beat R-05. That's the next checkpoint.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, the next episode might also be a little delayed as well. Just because, like I said, I'm going out of town this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But I will get this episode out before I leave. So that people aren't waiting.
Okay, cool.
We have really great and patient listeners, because I know sometimes I fumble and push them out there a little late, but no complaints so far. People seem to be grateful that we do anything at all.
Hey, I was gonna say, thank you for everyone who's listening. We say, we don't say it enough, in my opinion, but thank you all. But didn't I see someone in the in our Discord recently start, like, I feel like we got a new listener / subscriber or whatever, where he's barely on Portable Ops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he's like, dude, do I seriously gotta drag these guys all the way to the truck?
Yeah. So so hopefully he's playing along and
yeah, and I'm like, keep on trucking, soldier, you can do it. Yeah, that's brutal.
So like, because of most of the guys we know, there are so caught up current, or some of them like, I moved on, bro, I'm already on the next one, you know.
Yeah.
But this one particular listener, yeah,
he's already beaten this game.
Oh yeah, he beat like in a day or something.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done.
He's like, I tried not to, but it was fucking good. I had to keep going. That's how I feel right now. I'm like, I want to keep going, man.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was gonna say, like, yeah, like, it sounds like he's in Portable Ops, so yeah, have fun with Portable Ops. I like that one.
Yeah, push through. I know the beginning is like with the whole dragging people around, but it gets a lot better, and you get like faster soldiers who, you know, are dedicated for you to go kidnap people. So and brainwash them into your own agenda.
Professional kidnappers.
Matt S 1717. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, he came in a while ago, but hasn't been too active. But yeah, now that he's like, God damn it, we feel you. And then also, it's been 17 years since a game that doesn't exist came out.
Yeah, 17 years. Yes.
MGS3
or
4. I mean,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the game that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But in my timeline, it's getting remade. Remember?
Yeah. I'm sure they'll do Volume 2. Like I said, they had it almost ready for Xbox, but the size of it was like, this is going to be obnoxious having multiple discs.
I'm waiting for Twin Snakes 2, personally.
Twin Snakes.
Keep waiting. You keep waiting. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast. We really do appreciate you all. This is lots of fun for us. And if you would like... Oh, wait. Hold on. Almost forgot again.
The gas.
Do we have a call?
The gas. Yep, we have another codec message. So yeah, I'm just gonna play it right here, right now.
Hey boys, it is I am a robot, or codec name Mr. Robot. Just wanted to call in, and if Noise is negative Nancy, I am the Pollyanna to the whole Metal Gear lore, because I'm an apologist. You guys were talking about the technology and maybe the robots being more advanced and everything, but think about that. In Metal Gear 4, the war economy was the world's economy, and it was taken all the way down. So they kind of had to restart and use what was available and kind of make modifications to it. That's why I think all the enemies are very similar. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that, again, because I'm an apologist. I like to find reasons for everything. But thank you guys for everything you do and for being such good Metal Gear friends. See you all on the next one. Bye!
So yeah, he brings up a great point. That makes sense. That they have to use the scraps of everything that was left behind to move forward.
True. Yeah.
So great fucking point, Mr. Robot.
Well, and then once he gets to this episode, like, we literally said, like, they fucking one episode later, they're all fucking different. It's pretty cool though. But no, I mean, it definitely makes sense, like you were saying, like,
probably to ease in players of Metal Gear Solid 4, like,
I think so
stuff.
Too. Yeah, I think so too.
This is Metal Gear. That thing looks like Rex.
And on top of that, like, like you said, it almost feels like these were like probably the biggest PMCs at the time, so it's like they definitely were holding back their property, their like tanks and all their technology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna just like no one could afford those except for the world economy. He said the biggest PMCs were the only ones that could afford these things.
Yeah.
Namsan.
And there's probably no since everything was very controlled, right? Everything was governed by the United Nations. Like literally, war was like, all right, you guys can go attack this country. You're clear to attack or whatever kind of mentality. There probably was also no real need for like developing newer weapons and shit like that, because it was like, these work just fine, everything's under SOP,
Yep. Makes sense. But yeah, if you would also like to contact us, you can email us at fans.pixelbenders@gmail.com or leave us a codec message like Mr. Robot at 209-791-0995. You could also come hang out with us in the Discord. Absolutely free. Just come on in and hang out. Like that's what Discord is for, I believe.
Yeah.
Chris and I used to stream. We might stream again on twitch.tv/dammitchris, 2 M's, 2 S's. And for me, twitch.tv/noise1ttv. And if you'd like to support the pod, you can do so through Patreon. You get live access to pod recordings, early access to episodes. You get a chance to be our guest and also some bonus content. Like I said, the number 2 thing that everyone's been looking for, Kindergarten Cop 2.
Oh,
did you think I was going to talk about Switch?
I like how you did the snap there. That was good.
Yes, but yeah, special thanks to our patrons for supporting us. We really do appreciate it. And hope you guys are enjoying the extra content and stuff. I know it's oddball shit. Like what? You guys are Metal Gear fans, and you're talking about Red 1. That was Jeremy's fault, and so is Dora. Dora the Explorer is also Jeremy's fault.
Oh yeah. I think I'm like that, Chris. Like everything is my fault when it comes to like the movies or what we get sidetracked on. I think it's definitely me.
Yeah.
Rush Hour.
This last one was Bonnie's fault. So
no, Rush Hour is me as well. The only one that's freaking you guys is your goddamn CNN and Kung Pao and shit. That's the only one that's yours. Those are the only time it's you. But if it's Rush Hour, it's me. If it's Zelda, it's me.
But also, if you'd like to leave us a review, helps us out with showing up when people are searching for like Metal Gear stuff on their podcast apps of choice. And also, best way to let other people know and spread the word is to share us on socials, because we refuse to do so. Do it for us, soldiers. Do it. Anyways,
I'm thinking of the Shia LaBeouf meme. Just do it.
That'll never die. That will never die. But yeah, I have been Noise.
Hey guys, I'm Riser.
And I'm Damn It, Chris.
And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Yep, that's it. Bye.
Nailed it.
Woo.
Yes.